Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Fish off the draw. They give to Kucherov. Here's Gensel. Walks up, shoots, scores!
Virginia won a national championship.
Nice job, Furphy.
And look at Firth. Throw it down, Firth. What a start for Johnny Firth.
Possession, that's what it's about. Johnson gets out of there. Reed should have had a steal for Penn State. Instead, Lendeford goes weaving to the rim.
Sage with 6. It'll be Koch up top, deep 3, and the friendly roll.
From the logo. Largest lead for the Gators.
He has been aggressive and physical all night long. Putting it on the ball screen. Good pass. Top to Gumba.
That's going away to the backcourt. Curry picks it up to the rim for 2.
Good morning. Welcome in Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by NextGen Male Medical. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lula here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. What is up, DB?
Hi.
How we doing?
I'm good. We're going to put one foot in front. You like my stupid voice?
I think it sounds great. You sound better than Shane.
Yeah, he's not good either.
No, Shane's fine.
I'm a fighter, not a lover, so I'm gonna beat this thing. It's not getting me.
It depends on who it is. Sometimes you're a lover.
Oh, I did have a dog dropped in my lap, so
Hey, there's worse things in the world.
yeah, it's not a good time.
It's always a good time to get a dog.
Not a good time. Saving grace is Caleb is lobbying that if I do the training, he'll do the raising.
There you go.
He wants a dog bad.
Yeah. Well, he's got a place, right? You can.
But apparently he's getting a new roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the way from Ames.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got lots of new faces on. They'll be on campus soon.
And I wonder why them.
Why who?
Why is that? Like Dvorak hit him up. Like,
Oh,
he's like, hey,
you got a spot?
what up? What's up with Will? You know the funny thing about Hawthorne? I don't even know how we got into this already. Besides the fact I was going to complain and nobody wants to hear it. But what up, Cole?
What's that?
So it just so happens I watched him at camp last year.
They liked him a lot.
No, listen. So you know what's funny about that?
What's that?
I didn't really pay any mind.
Mhm.
I know they liked him, but you know what was funny about that whole camp?
What's that?
Somebody should ask him. So anybody that, and I don't think a lot of people maybe paid attention to him other than the recruiting guys. His hand was in a cast.
Really?
Yeah, something was wrong with his hand.
He's still out there just balling?
Oh yeah, he lit that thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he I mean, his family though is super athletic. Like I think his sister hoops at Drake. His brother was at Cincinnati. Like his dad played. Where does dad? His dad might have been a UNI guy. My Uber driver was a UNI guy.
Big Panther?
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
And the first two times I ate, like I just got a lift by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of awkward to not talk.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I didn't want to do Uber Black where I can get like comfort and
Yeah, you can say like, hey, no
I don't
talking.
want to talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk because I needed to know where some things were because I only really wanted to eat I wasn't going to eat on the strip.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't eat on the strip except for one of our, we got a P1 who took me out. He took me out the night before the game, which is, typically for me.
I'll say usually lock it down.
Yeah, it's a radio crew night.
Yeah.
And we chill and we come back early. And we had to have our luggage done by 10.
Mm-hmm.
10:30. He gave us till 10:30
Mhm.
to have all our luggage the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just imagine coordinating
Well, I mean, if you make
what you're going to wear.
Yeah.
You know, bag and tag your pajamas or whatever you
Mhm.
sleep in. You still have to get ready
Mhm.
in the morning and then like go to work.
Yeah. That's not great.
I think I've got it down now.
Do you?
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I was really fretting in New York. I was like, how do I do this? How am I going to do this? You know, and in New York, we were on air at 7.
Oh, yeah. That was early.
So, I mean, it's like it's dark and rainy and nobody let us in the building. And I was like, huh, I'm glad I didn't bring a change of clothes. But I kind of have it figured out.
Yeah.
It's not like it's hard though. I mean, total first world
So
problems.
we've got a P1 out in Vegas.
He's actually in Arizona.
Okay.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually fantastic, or like DB good piece of cheese fantastic?
Like legit. I mean, we're talking like 2013, 14.
Okay.
All the way
Like
back.
OG.
Yeah.
All right.
Super OG.
All right.
Funny. He's connected. Yeah. So we went to a place called Strip Steak.
Yeah.
In Mandalay Bay, and it was.
So what's your opposition to eating on a trip? Because there's some good restaurants in the casinos, right?
Yeah.
Is it just
there's really good restaurants?
Is it just the crowds, or what is it?
I've convinced myself,
Mm-hmm.
right, wrong, or indifferent, that I don't do the whole touristy, like, trap thing. Like, there's local restaurants I like here, but when people come to visit, I would probably take them someplace else. The places that they love aren't bad.
Yeah.
There's just...
You think there's better?
There's significantly
I think
better.
that's true here for sure.
I think, but what a lot of people will say is it's the best they've had because they haven't had it anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, oh, when you go here, get this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of people.
Are you sure you're not just being a contrarian to be a contrarian?
Well, a couple of the places I'm thinking you'd agree.
No, not just here. I mean, because like here, you're an expert.
So like,
right?
Let's say, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I need a cough button. Mandalay Bay has a couple, Karama, it's Wolfgang Puck, Strip Steak, got a place called Kumi, really good sushi.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want, like, let's say I wanted sushi and I wanted to be in Vegas, I wouldn't go to Kumi, even though Kumi's in Mandalay Bay and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I ate there, the Big Ten Media Days, we ate there. With Sash and Abe, and it's sensational. But if I'm going to get sushi in Vegas, I'm either going to they got a place, barbecue 88. I mean, Hachi is really good. They're like towards Henderson though.
Gotcha.
So they're fine.
Yeah.
I just would go someplace else. Like
I get what you mean here. Like I know the examples here of the places where people go and you're like, oh, you should actually probably try and go here. Like I get those.
Yeah. Do you know what I had here as of late?
What's that?
You want to really make fun? And it was
what we got.
For what it was pretty good.
What's that?
I'm not even gonna say it.
You brought it up. You gotta say it now.
Wasn't even my idea. I went along with it.
Where?
It was her fault. Red Lobster.
Listen.
It was Zoe's.
Cheddar Bay Biscuit Queen.
Nice.
Red Lobster, for what it is pretty good.
I got it to go too.
To go, I can't endorse. To go, I cannot endorse.
You can get those. You can get those in the box.
It's so embarrassing. I know. I make sausage protein balls with a little bit of the
Cheddar Bay biscuits slap,
though. The Cheddar Bay
like
biscuit
those things go
mix
hard.
has a gluten free, and I got a sausage protein ball that I make that is like my go-to.
Oh
yeah, the Cheddar Bay biscuits go hard. Nobody's gonna get you on that.
And I got it to go. But to
go is rough. But I listen every once in a while. Natasha and I will go to Red Lobster.
I know what I'm doing though. So I got the fish sandwich. It had 3 fillets. I said, hey, I don't want them fried hard. I don't want anything on it. Just the fish and the bun. Drove home about 974 mile an hour. Slap super sharp. Cracker Barrel super sharp. Cheddar cheese. I get it. Fish on cheese on a fish sandwich. You purists get mad. Wrapped it in some foil, warmed it in the oven. I waited about 15 minutes. I was straight.
Good to go.
Yeah. No, for what it was fine.
Listen, I'm not gonna hate on Red Lobster. I'm not gonna hate on you for Red Lobster.
Yeah, but I had scallops that night. I had scallops and grilled prawns.
Well, I love scallops. You know me.
Head off.
On prawns, yeah. But here's the The problem with a lot of
Their scallops were sensational.
at Red Lobster.
No, at Strip Steak.
Oh, gotcha. The problem with a lot of chains with their scallops is they're too small. Like a lot of chains do the tiny little scallops.
Agreed.
And like I need the big guys.
Yeah,
like I need the real scallops.
These were diver.
Yeah.
They were really, really, really good. So that's where we're at. I need a cough button. I don't know why we don't have one. Maybe in the new digs we will. But
I'll ask Sasha about that if we'll have them.
I'm gonna try to keep
From getting dry, where it's annoying.
Yeah, we should. We need to get you some cough drops.
That thing wet.
I have some.
Oh, there you go.
Knock it off.
Is it not wet?
No, it's dry. He just told you.
Speaking of,
You seem very hurt.
Speaking of wet, which was more drunk yesterday, the portal or college basketball?
I'm gonna go the portal.
What are we doing?
I mean, can we just start with Demond Williams?
What are we doing?
He's getting sued. He's going to get sued. Washington sounds like they're going to sue him.
Who in their right frame of mind would put ink to paper and be like, nah, just kidding?
Well,
and who's advising this guy?
So here's the problem. Is up until this point, no amount of deception or like cloak and dagger or anything has been punished at all.
Yeah.
So at this
just need to just start dropping some hammers.
At this point, it's like, well, it seems like everything's on the table. Why can't I? I mean, let's not pretend like there's not guys here that have been on multi-year deals that it's like, all right, let's just tear this thing up.
I mean, that is wild.
Oh, it's horrifying, right? But listen, good on Washington.
Yeah.
Because if they actually go, because my thought process was no one's ever actually going to try and enforce the contract.
Belichick with the Jets. Nice pull.
That's
nice pull.
That's a good one. Do we know if Dana Altman actually put pen to paper in Arkansas?
That's a heck of a pull.
That's a great pull.
And wait a second. If he's on the left coast, it's
5 a.m. out there.
Early, or are you someplace else?
Him and Dank out there hanging out.
I rock with him on Twitter.
Yeah, I've seen him around.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I give a ton of credit to Washington because my thought process was always no one wants to actually sue one of these players because it's going to look bad.
But there's a couple in litigation though. You got the old boy from Florida. They want their money back.
Rashada?
Yeah,
he's out. Well, he's back in the portal.
I'm shocked.
He was at Sac State this year, which is one of the weirdest destinations in all of college football.
Got a nice little weird connection out there, so I don't hate.
Look, I'm not hating, but it's a weird, it's a random place to have some money.
They came on to a ton of money.
Yeah, and so it's a very strange place, and they've got a lot of strangely famous people associated with them.
Isn't it weird?
It's super weird. I'm not hating. It's just a very strange situation out there.
Especially if you've ever been to Sacramento.
Oh, I have been to Sacramento. That's not a place I'd be like, yeah, let's go hang out.
Yeah.
It's not.
I sat next to, when I did that speaking engagement in Tulsa.
Yeah.
I went to a random, I can't remember the name of the breakfast place. I took an Uber. And that lady was nice too. She didn't speak great English, but her musical taste was incredible. She rolled back. It was only a 12-minute drive.
Yeah.
So back to back to almost back.
Back to back.
She went Mary J. Blige.
I was going to say, I know, as soon as you said her music taste was incredible, I knew you were going 90s R&B.
She went Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, and she played this group. It's random. It's Shy.
I don't even know that.
Okay. So.
How you spell Shy? Like normal?
S-H-A-I.
Okay. Like Shay.
Sure.
Gilgis Alexander.
I don't know. He should just spell it like a regular person, but our people don't do that. Although he's Canadian, so that doesn't really count.
Well, never mind.
Anywho.
Canadian or your people?
Yep. Thank you.
I was going to say, you're part Canadian almost.
I was about to get myself in trouble again because the driver was
someone else that has a heavy Canadian influence?
Incorrect.
Oh, okay. Because there's a lot of my people in Toronto.
Smaller than Shane.
There's a lot of my people in Toronto, so I thought maybe.
Smaller than Shane.
Okay.
And she sat on what would be something she maybe had either ordered.
Oh, like a booster.
Or asked a restaurant.
Like a booster seat.
Could she take?
My grandma used to sit on a.
My barber has one, so I mean, I guess I think you can buy them.
My grandma used to sit on a phone book.
She was way closer to. She's way closer to Wyatt than she would be to me.
Okay.
I was floored.
So she's adopted?
Yeah. That's what So anyway, the breakfast place that I ate at was so good.
Yeah.
And the guy that I sat next to, it was packed.
Yeah.
So I tried to get on the Yelp wait list, which, by the way, is the greatest sham going.
I've never done it.
Oh God, it's a headache. It's kind of accurate, but it's still a little bit of a free for all. So anyway, I took an open spot at the countertop at the bar.
Yeah.
And a guy was being contracted. He was doing some construction. He was from Sacramento. And I bet you he talked to me like we talked to each other like we've known each other for 30 years.
Yeah.
Younger brother. He was hilarious. Super bougie. My man was rocking with Shane. He wanted avocado and his pico on the side and his onions sauteed light. Big texture guy.
That's not bougie. That's just knowing what you like.
Do you know what sparked the conversation?
What's that?
Typical DB. This is going to sound weird.
Don't matter to me.
And he goes, shoot, man, what's up? Just me and you. I go, I noticed, not that I'm being nosy.
A little bit.
You wanted your onions sauteed a certain way for texture, but you're rocking with the avocado.
Those are very different textures.
And he wanted the...
He wants a little bit of crunch from the onion.
So here's the deal. You ever rock with raw onion?
I'm not a huge fan, but I have it on stuff sometimes.
He said, oh, I'm going to dice those up anyway. Those will be hidden. It's just for a little bit of bite. I said, oh.
My man knows what he likes.
Awful well thought out.
My man knows what he likes.
Yeah, that's the same place I asked the lady behind the counter. I said, I wanted the grits consistency.
Oh, yeah.
So I basically had to dumb it down for her. I was like,
Are we talking soup?
Can a spoon stand up in it or not?
Yeah.
And she said, oh, no, honey. But listen, let me just tell you. The taste, if you're into flavor profiles, texture's not going to rock your boat. The flavor will. I said, if you got me out here eating rice, I'm going to be mad. And it's needless to say, I didn't eat it.
Yeah, that lady's out of her mind.
She was cool, though.
That
whole place was cool.
If you think texture doesn't matter, you're out of your mind.
That was a nice little breakfast spot.
Out of your mind.
So anyway, yeah, Sacramento. It's weird, but I mean, the portal is funny though because Nebraska's got some guys they got a guy on the radar that's been to 4 schools.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just how we're playing.
Yeah, it just is.
I mean, do you not remember watching Calandrea at Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
And then it's like, oh, wait a second.
He was pretty.
This guy cutting up in Vegas?
I was like, he was pretty good last year.
So what are the odds, though, that he's the guy in Lincoln when we had this weird affinity for Vegas watching them? Because I told you I wanted to see.
I want to see what Dan Mullen was doing.
This dude could win with all these rehab 4-stars.
And they went 10-2 in the regular season.
Incredible.
A lot because of Calandrea. He had a good year.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He had 3,500 yards passing, basically. He went 23-9. And then he went 10 touchdowns on the ground, 600 yards rushing. Like, he had a good year.
Yeah. And you know who else in the portal that Nebraska with getting a guy in the back end in McDougal? He's a huge he's a huge Dan Jackson.
Is he?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, yeah, because he was at Idaho with Orich before, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loves him some DJ.
Yeah.
Because that was his secondary coach.
Yeah, so he followed Orich from Idaho, and he would have overlapped with DJ in Idaho. Yeah. I forgot that connection existed. But
and the thing at the quarterback spot,
mm-hmm.
it's what I was wanting in with Minchie, except a little bit better now because of the experience.
Yeah.
It hadn't always been rainbows and butterflies for him, and he's still super competitive.
Yeah, he's been through some things.
Like he's got a little swag to him, which
I think I mean this not just in play style, but also personality. I think gunslinger's the right term. Like he sort of has an attitude about him where he is not that he doesn't care, but like he's willing to put it on the line.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I mean when I say gunslinger, both attitude and play style wise a little bit. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. Todd, you're my dude, fellow Steelers fan. I've never had polenta, so I'm not even going to hold you like I'm a good aficionado for it, but I do love good grits. So
grits are phenomenal. I'm big grits.
They're sensational. Before I started being picky about my diet, I used to make grits casserole, and it was a staple in the household. Now, that was probably 3 addresses ago.
Yeah.
I think Caleb was 9.
Do you see one of my guys that I liked in the preseason hitting the portal?
Who's that? John Harbaugh?
No, Dylan Parrott.
Oh, yeah. I like Parrott.
I do too.
Yeah, I like Parrott.
You know how I found out he was in the portal? Wrote a nice little note on the internet. Just told everybody about it.
Go.
Just told everybody about it. He's like, hey, thanks for appreciate it.
Well, that's just not going away, is it?
Never.
Why so petty?
Here's the thing. You know this. You actually know.
Shane, this dude has got 3 bags of Cheez-Its over here. I'm just saying, like he's 10, and he's over here talking about the right thing to do. What are we doing? What are both of those open?
No, just the one.
So the one over that far one isn't open.
No,
yet?
these are close. See, these are close. See, they're close. Here's the thing: is I'm gonna eat some of these throughout the day. So I gotta get snacky sometimes. Here's the thing that really bothers me. Okay.
Yes.
Cheez-Its are fire.
The Cheez-Its are fire. You like Cheez-Its too. Don't
I
hate.
love
don't hate.
Cheez-Its, but I'm an OG. I'm either reduced fat, extra toasty, or plain. I'm not the I'm the non-residue on my fingers.
Original. Original.
You know they make extra toasty.
Yeah, I just these are the ones that come in the box at Costco. So that's
Zoe takes those in her lunch.
I like the little
between that and Goldfish
individual packages.
Cheez-Its greater than Goldfish?
Yeah, better flavor, better crunch.
100%.
I don't mind Goldfish, but Cheez-Its are better.
Yeah.
Here's my issue.
Can't be eating those for breakfast.
I can do whatever I want. I'm an adult.
It's kind of how I feel about food storage.
I mean, you can. I just like sometimes you come in, you're like, it was a tough night with the old digestive system.
Yeah,
I was like, I wonder how that happened.
I am trending in the wrong direction too. So, although Caleb, yes. So,
it's part of my thing is like I care about your well-being. I don't want something bad to happen to you.
What was yesterday? Tuesday?
Yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah.
All right. So he had a scan. So he shot back to Lincoln. Came back. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with the fellas, because everybody's in town.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, hey, is any of that pizza left? Because I got pizza on Sunday. Went to Pisons.
Mm-hmm.
And got it to go. It was super busy. I was crabby. I didn't feel good. And I mix up the Haas a little bit. It's 4 meats, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, can you add, the dollop of cream cheese, kind of taper down and the other half was o mio dio, which is the fiery chicken and
the cream cheese and yeah.
And so, do you know where I stored it? Because the box is bigger than this table.
In the oven.
In the oven.
Yeah.
He finished it yesterday.
Oh, with the cream cheese on there, man. Come on.
And guess what?
Come on.
Guess what?
What are we doing?
He's $1 million.
Pressing.
It's over. You're overdoing it.
No, the cream cheese is gross. That's I can't do that.
You're overdoing it.
No, I'm not. I'm okay.
Call him.
We
should call him later.
Yeah, we'll call him. Talk to Caleb.
And he talks trash now too, so I don't know. But yeah, it was fine. It's 2 days.
So here's why I'm mad about the Dylan Raiola thing. You can't distract me. I'm gonna stay on it.
We're just talking.
I'm trying to get off there.
No, I'm not.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm not gonna let it happen. So here's the problem. How
it is.
And this isn't Dylan specific. It is people specific.
Yeah.
It bothers me a lot when you miss on something so easy.
Why is it sticking in your craw?
Because literally everybody does it. And I know, maybe more than I should, how Nebraska bent over backwards for that dude.
Everybody.
So to not have the wherewithal or the gratitude or the self-awareness.
Air crisps are fire.
Even if you listen, even if you don't mean it, to not have the self-awareness to be like, this is going to look bad if I don't do it. Like, there's just so many red flags there. It's such an easy thing to do that to miss on it is idiotic.
I mean,
it is. It's dumb. It's a dumb thing to miss on.
My man said cream cheese on pizza is criminal. I hate red sauce, D.
No, cream cheese on pizza is fine. It's letting the cream cheese sit out and then eating it is what gets me.
Okay, let's get back to your rant.
Here's the problem.
My man is tough.
You cannot miss on the easy stuff. You can't. Because that's to me, that's a microcosm of like other things. If you just overlook the things that are right in front of you and don't have the self-awareness to say, hey, this is a thing, there is something he could have said that he would have meant. Right?
Yeah.
Unless he's just a huge a-hole, which I don't think is the case.
Okay.
There is something he could have genuinely meant and said, hey, like, I genuinely believe he had a good relationship with Coach Rule. Could have said anything about that. I genuinely believe he had a good relationship with at least some of his teammates. Could have said something about that. There was plenty of things he could have said, like literally everyone else on the planet that goes into the portal, even under dramatically worse circumstances. I'm looking at you, Damon Williams, and just been like, hey, I know things didn't go the way we wanted to here, but I'm so grateful for all these things that occurred while I was at the University of Nebraska. I was happy for this, this, and this, and I felt like I needed a new start. I'm heading to the transfer portal. That's an easy win.
Yeah.
And if you can't see the easy wins, then I start to question some other things about your judgment.
So where did you come out on? I'm going to give you like 90 seconds, and I'm moving off.
All right.
This.
Yeah.
But I do need clarity.
Okay.
Where did you come out on the ownership of? Because I don't want to hammer you, but I do feel like I might macho man you off the top rope if you don't. I'm going to allow you to get into some consistency here.
All right.
Who would you put the Nico thing on?
I put the Nico thing on Nico. You tried to put it on his dad and be like, let's give Nico the benefit of the doubt.
So we didn't have the conversation about
we did have that
influence with the islands and
we 100% did.
Families, and you didn't reference it 3 weeks ago again with
I did.
Some of Dylan's behavior and lack of authenticity, being raised a certain way.
100%. But
but this one's all of a sudden just on Dylan?
No, not just on Dylan. But at the end of the day, if you want to go back and remember,
Is that my choices?
Well, I mean,
okay. So if I can choose to remember, I can choose to not. If my man said,
or you can
if you want to go back and remember,
or you can let me remind you. Those are your options.
Can I tell you after you
sure
jog my memory?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had this whole discussion.
Uh-huh.
You didn't. I was killing Nico. You wanted me to understand the influence of families in that dynamic. And I said, at the end of the day, somebody has to make their own decisions.
Yep.
So
if that's true,
if I don't put that, that's not to say his dad wasn't an influence, whether it's Nico or Dylan.
Why are you yelling?
I don't know. I get worked up.
Surprise, surprise.
But if I kill Nico for that, at the end of the day, then I have to put this on Dylan too. That's not to say Dom wasn't an influence, just to say like Nico's dad was an influence. But
I'm just going to ask you one simple question.
At the end of the day, I got to put it on the guy.
At the end of the day, how well do you think you know the real Dylan?
I don't.
Okay. That's it.
I think that's part of the problem. I do. I think that's part of the problem.
It's not whistle while you work for you. It's wiggle. Wiggle while you work.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I was thinking more kids. No. I'm going to need you to stop. Don't do that.
I think that's part of the problem.
All right.
I don't think I would go. Listen, I don't know him. I don't actually
Second
have.
person in 2 days that told me to listen. Listen,
Linda. I don't know him. I think I've only met him in passing, maybe. I think there is a lot of people that would say much closer.
It's just odd
to him. That would say they don't feel like they really know him.
Just a lot of sand in your craw.
A lot of sand?
That's a T.O. thing.
Oh.
When he hammered the dry erase board at Stillwater. Dadgummit, you need to get some sand in your car and understand what's going on out there. They're trying to win. Bear Miles, just block a punt. We'll be all right. All right, cool.
Whoa.
It helps. It helps when you have guys that just go make plays.
Hey, and you know it was one of those old school dry erase board that like flips to both sides.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it went, it was like the wheel on The Price is Right.
Like, click, 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 click.
And my attention span is like a guppy, so I was like, God, is that thing gonna stop?
You're like,
Or
how
he-
far is that
or-
thing gonna spin around?
And I was like, wait, what did he really say? This man said, "Dadgummit and sand in your." I'm like, I don't even know what any of that means.
That's
but this
not
dude
a-
is pissed.
That's not a real saying.
I think it is.
I don't think it is. Sand in your craw?
He's up, but I'm not calling him to ask him what it means. But it just, it's got to put like it's the whole burr in your saddle thing. I don't know what that is either.
So the internet says it means having courage, determination, or inner strength to face difficulties or tough situations.
Yeah.
So that's different than having a burr in your saddle.
No, I'm talking about the analogy of like.
Oh. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted us to do.
I've never heard that before.
He's the first person I ever heard say gumption too.
I've heard gumption. Yeah,
I think I'm like 18, and people are like, "Oh man, DB, you using big words." And I was like, first of all, I know I talk stupid, but second of all, like you got to understand where I come from. Like there are only certain words in my lexicon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just one lick on an ankle.
I don't think there were a lot of people in your neighborhood saying gumption growing
How
up.
do you know where I lived?
Because I've been your mom's house.
Well, back then it was out west. The black kids made fun of me.
I'm just saying, I've been in your mom's house. I knew where you grew up.
Are you 10 toes down on that?
On
I
what?
was very uncomfortable being the only black person in my neighborhood for a while.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying in Omaha, Nebraska, if you're living in the city, like gumption's a rural word.
Is it?
I think so.
I have no idea. I was 18 when I heard it.
That was my perception. Was if you were living in a city, probably not super familiar with the word
I
gumption.
feel like I should tell, but
The only reason
T.O.'s so chill now. He ain't gonna choke you. He would have back in the day though.
I'll take him. It's fine.
I don't know if you could have whooped him back then
How old was he back then?
when he was coaching us.
Yeah,
Well, he's 84 now, so
54.
yeah, roughly.
I was like 7, so he probably had me then.
I was like, I know you're fit. Why are you jogging so slow?
I used to ask that thing about Petito all the time. You ever see him out there on the track?
Yeah, but he would be out there in 101 plus.
In a hoodie.
Lee Fred
In a hoodie.
Fred was.
He still is. What do you mean was? Still does.
He was the only dude that was like browner than me in December. I was like, how is this happening? But
Out
he
there.
never wore clothes in the summer, just leathered up,
Every
brown
day.
skin. I'm like,
Every day.
that can't be good for you.
He's got the hoodie on every day.
I was confusing him and Chavez. I was like, damn, man. Oh, I'm sorry. That's no disrespect.
Chavez is a little bigger.
I love him.
Did you ever see, like, you probably had to have, like, peak Chavez size? That dude was enormous.
Yeah, we hired those two for the beef.
Yeah, I
Actually,
remember.
we traveled with those.
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah. So you knew that. You knew.
Yeah, dude had me walking 7 miles in Rapid City. I wanted to cry. My feet hurt. I was like, can I turn around and go back? And he was like, do you know where you're going? I was like, damn. I think I'm pot committed. Ask him. We went it was like 7 in the morning, Rapid City.
Yeah.
Wait, Rapid City River Dogs. He's like, hey, you want to go get a workout in? You want to go for a run? And I'd seen him on Pacific.
Mhm.
You don't run fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, shoot, yeah, I'll go. I'm like, where are we going? Can we turn around? Oh, you got listen. I was so mad. It's not like I brought running shoes.
Sure. Yeah.
I had tennis shoes on, man. I'm walking like one leg is shorter than the other for like the rest of the trip. We're going to see whatever the hills are. And
Yeah.
we stopped at Deadwood.
Black Hills, is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so,
man.
yeah.
I could barely walk. Like, what's wrong? Don't ask. Who's what I gonna say? Well, I went jogging with Petito and I couldn't hack it. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Anywho, I'm glad I could entertain you with my stupidity. DB, the great storyteller.
Turn around and go back towards the border.
Was
Jose
that joke
Bueno.
good?
That was Jose Bueno. Yeah.
Man, it was so wide open out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. We're just jogging and talking, and it's like, I'm like, hey, man, this ain't gonna work for me.
You know who just defined gumption for us?
Who?
I'll let you guess where he lives.
Had to be TK.
Nope.
Gumption. You said it sounds like a rural term. Jack.
DJ.
What DJ?
David Jenner.
Oh well,
He's
got some mileage. What's DJ? What's
he's
Gumption?
our guys in the 308.
No, I know.
He says gumption equals guts. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was 18.
Yeah.
And we looked around. I looked at Rainmakers. I was like, what? What?
What's gumption?
Man, I was fairly bright.
Yeah.
Except when I went the wrong way a few times at UCLA, but that's neither here nor there. Didn't have anything to do with aptitude.
You were book
said,
smart.
man
Sometimes
said,
you had some judgment issues.
Gumption. Some of the analogies, I come by it honestly, man. You know I'm a big analogy.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it's
Got some sand in your craw.
You keep making fun of him. Hit him up like Sipple does every 5 minutes. Yeah, Steven, stop calling me. Why don't you hear from me?
To be fair, I'm making fun of all people that are of a certain age and say things that don't make any sense.
Wow.
Who's your favorite Portal edition so far?
Chambliss, I think.
You like Chambliss?
I like Chambliss. I do like
Chambliss is a runner hitter.
I do like Beyblade. I don't know if that's how you say it, but Tree.
Blablade.
Is that how you say it? I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Blablade.
It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Beyblade.
You know what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to keep my job for about 3 more days.
I don't know why you think I play that game.
How'd you know what I was talking about?
Bablado? Bablade?
Knock it off.
What about
How did you say
Yu-Gi-Oh? What about me strikes up Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't know. What about you said Howard the Duck had 30 comics in the series?
You just seem to know that
you
niche of culture.
You know who is a big, like, what else is it? Like the guy with the Kung Fu belt and the white,
the
black hair?
The Dragon Ball Z?
That's Niles Paul. That's his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's Rico is big into that stuff.
That's Niles Paul is huge. So don't go stereotyping.
I'm just Rico's all about the like anime and stuff. He's all into it.
I don't know about what the Puerto Ricans do. I just know about the brothers. And Niles Paul is into.
I know people of every
You know who was a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy?
Who?
Xavier Betts.
I know people of every type that
Xavier Betts would draw the characters from.
Yeah, that are into anime or Yu-Gi-Oh. I think Kenny's into it too.
Kenny Bell?
I think so.
Doesn't surprise me.
Something like.
Is he a good artist?
I don't know if he draws them, but he likes the shows. I think. I don't remember if it's one of those or if it's a different Japanese thing.
Dragon Ball Z is not legit. Come on, giblets.
Oh, see, look at Rico. He's hopping in. He's like, "Oh, what's up?" Wait, how did you say it? Bablade?
It has a I don't know where the hyphen or the accent syllables go.
Okay, but it's not Beyblade.
I just know that. I think.
Can we just call him Tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great name for an offensive tackle, by the way.
You can call him right tackle. He's probably I think he's eventually can be a guard, but he's you got left tackle, right tackle.
It's a good start.
Now you get
Black.
You get Gatula, who was rolling. Black can play the right guard spot. Sledge is going to play.
You still got Evans.
You still got Justin Evans. Yeah,
you got Gatula. Knack is back.
Yeah,
they're pretty set at offensive line.
I didn't have a ton of qualms anyway.
I didn't either. I liked a lot of the guys in the room. You still got guys like Bricks and those guys coming up.
And that's always on the. So I sent you the picture of like where I like to ride on the bus. It always seemed like I was with the linemen.
Yeah. They fit your temperament better than skill position guys do for the most part.
And they don't really care.
Yeah.
Right. I think brothers have a stigma about being in the back of the bus, so they don't. But I am amazingly. Did I cry to you about this?
About what?
Like, so if of all the people that should use their phone out loud, like on speaker or play a TikTok out loud or not use AirPods, like what age group would you think would do that?
I'll kind of let it pass if you're old.
Me too.
Yeah, like if you're young, you should know better.
Players should know better.
Yeah, you should know better.
Dude,
it happens with young people a lot,
those
though.
Bus rides were utter chaos.
Like,
don't you? I'm like,
don't you have headphones?
Yeah, put a.
I don't want to hear you talk to your aunt in Spokane on speakerphone.
Yeah, like hit that pod. Just put that pod in.
Right.
Put the pod in the ear. We good. I know they all have them.
Dude, I'm like, there's no excuse for young people not to
No,
have.
I can understand with the old people. I get it.
Those bus rides were miserable. And I'm so spoiled, too, because it's not like we had police escorts to practice. Like, what am I crying about?
Yeah.
It was a miserable 12 minutes, though. I mean, just noise.
Well, chaotic. But yeah, I think either Tree.
I should have brought mine, but I don't like to carry stuff.
Yeah, either Tree or Chambliss are my favorite addition so far.
Chambliss is a good runner hitter. I like Hawthorne.
I like Hawthorne. I think Chambliss is probably more immediate impact.
Yeah,
than
I
Hawthorne.
think they both going to have a chance. That's,
Sure.
That second level wide, that linebacker room is wide open.
Yeah, well, and they've done a good. What's 3 linebackers they've added with Fowler?
Yeah, because you got
Foster. Foster.
Yeah.
It's Dexter, so I want to call him Fowler, like the outfielder, but it's Dexter Foster.
TD, what do you want?
Dexter.
Did you ever seen Dexter's Laboratory?
Nah, I wasn't a Dexter's Laboratory guy.
Oh, that was Caleb's jam.
Yeah, it wasn't.
TD.
Wasn't my deal.
And Dexter.
It wasn't a Dexter guy.
That's probably a little weird.
I was a
big Dexter the Show guy till it jumped the shark.
Oh yeah, like the first run.
Oh, he was incredible.
I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
I'm done. I just like the show.
He was incredible about what? You just appreciate the process.
Yep. Big methodology guy. Dexter season 1 was sensational.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, they're still going. Got a couple more guys, and got to get a D-line. Got to get a D-line coach.
I'd like to get a couple D linemen.
They will.
I'd like to get a couple guys in. That'd be good. Feel good about that. But other than that, I mean, like you said, I feel good about the offensive line. I feel like they did a good job addressing linebacker. They got a safety in, which is good. I still think you're looking at probably 1, maybe 2 more quarterbacks. I'm guessing not the same caliber as Calandria, but I'm guessing you want.
So why does everybody say that? Because I'm curious. What quarterback would you sell on? Well, you're not as good as the other guys, but we need you to fill the room.
I wouldn't say it. I want to fill the room. I would try and get a guy that was a true freshman this past year and be like, hey, we wanted to help develop you.
I love Aaron Terry. I'm just saying that out loud.
Okay.
He put it in caps.
Aaron Terry, come on down, please. There you go.
Guy can recruit.
I would say, hey, you'll have every opportunity to compete for the job, but we see you as we'd like to try and develop you. Like we view you almost as a high school recruit. If you're like, I would go after a true freshman. That's what I would try and do. Because I imagine the primary competition will be between Latif and Calandria.
You think they get one more wide receiver at least, right?
I sounds like they're heading in a good direction with the UCLA guy, which I don't know that they'll do too much.
Who got Nebraska? So weird.
Yeah, I don't imagine they'll do too much past that. I think they like the wide receiver room. Yeah. I imagine you'll get a depth piece at running back, but probably not too much else.
So would you guys – I'm just going to say this because I clapped back at some – I didn't really clap back. I'm not going to be dramatic. Somebody asked a question last night on Big Red Wrap-Up about the running back room, and maybe it was – you know what? Maybe it was just Samir and I talking. Maybe maybe it wasn't a viewer question. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about the depth in the room, and I said, if we're being honest, Nebraska's in a better place this year heading into 2026 than they were last year.
Roster-wise?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the sentiment about how you feel about the room. Because let's not act like we were.
Oh,
I was so pissed at you guys.
On EJ. Yeah, because I kept saying he was just fine.
Because everybody kept telling me the room was average. And who's the number 2? And we had all these stupid wasted weeks on who the second running back was.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a better spot this year. So would you go back and get a Porter guy?
I'd probably add a depth piece.
Do you know how many portal running backs Nebraska has bought in under Coach Rule?
Dowdell? Is that it?
Just for a visit.
Oh, just for a visit. I don't know.
Do you know of anybody of running back that's visited other than Shamar Brown?
No.
That's because it hasn't happened. It's just It's just not something they do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just the situation, but Marty was the only running back they brought in the last 2 years for a visit.
Yeah. They
just don't do it.
I look at the room and I go, hey, I really like Makai Nelson. I really like Mosey.
Kenneth Williams is a running back. I
do forget about that a lot, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I forget that he's a running back. I do forget about Ives as well, which I think they still like Ives. I don't know.
What difference does it make, Nortec?
That's not what we were talking about at all. But
like,
anyway.
what difference does it make?
I'm
not. I'm talking about how we feel about the room this year off season to last year off season. It doesn't matter when EJ got here.
Yeah, that was not the discussion at all.
I'm just wondering what he meant.
Sometimes
people just say things.
Don't really know what to do with Connor Booth.
I like Booth.
I don't know what the plan is for
now,
him. Is
full
my
disclosure,
point,
I do lack objectivity.
Sure, yeah. I don't know what I don't know what the plan is with him.
I do think I think he's.
I like.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I think he's better than they thought, even though EJ loved him. Because I saw Coach Bartell.
Yeah.
Was he at our game? He was somewhere after just going out to. Oh, you know what? It was an invite. It was an invite day for recruits. So they wanted guys to get measured and stuff. And I was down there, and he's like, man, people think he's just a hammer. Wait till I get his body right. Like he had this picture.
Yeah.
For what? And he coaches him hard.
Yeah. Which
I've seen those guys get ripped up out there on the field and bounce right back. Like, they're the room. They may go get one more. But
I also forget that they've got Jamal Rule coming in.
Yeah, he was at the bowl game. I was with him a lot.
I liked Jamarion Parker, so I was bummed to see him get in the portal. I don't know how much he would have impacted this year.
Going into the season last year, RB2 wasn't a wide receiver. Mosey was behind Nelson in theory. Nelson did that to himself. So, yes and no. Mosey was in the hunt because he's gifted as a runner, so you're thinking he's going to be a good player, but he wasn't RB2.
No, not at the time.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So, yeah, I mean, there's probably – you're right. There's probably more guys in that room than I think about.
Do you want 6 guys on scholarship in that room?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I've argued with this about coaches. D-Jack would tell me yes.
You need at least 4 is the minimum, right, that you feel good about?
I think you need 5.
That's what I said. So 5 is your bare minimum.
I think you need 5.
Okay. So Nelson, Mosey, Booth. Are we counting Rule?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Kenneth Williams?
Yeah. And you have Ives.
And Ives. Okay. So you're at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair.
So I don't know.
So it could get crowded.
How about Westside number 1?
And I think they like Nelson and Mosey enough that I don't think they're going after a potential starter. I wouldn't imagine. Unless you have a guy that's like super.
What is it about? And I'm just spitballing. What is it about the bowl game where you'd say to yourself, go get another running back?
That's what I mean. I don't think you would. I don't think not a starting caliber guy, or a guy that you I'm not saying that right.
Yeah, but you know what's funny though?
Yeah,
I'll give you some grace, right? You're my dude. That's how people talk.
Yeah.
You're talking like it's practical, and that's how you sell somebody.
Yeah.
You're like,
no,
hey,
I'm not.
Hey, let's go get a quarterback that's not really going to win a job. He's just going to kind of be a placeholder and fill the room. Now, you can find a guy like that says, hey, I just want an opportunity. I don't have to play right now. I don't know if those guys are falling in your lap.
Sure.
I think running backs, but there are places for quarterbacks. I don't know if running backs fit that bill.
So,
to be honest, like those guys,
yeah.
I mean, look at me. We're high maintenance. We're pretentious babies. Like
you're not wide receivers.
I want to, definitely not those guys. They're the worst.
So when I say
outside of Abdul,
I talk about it like fans talk about it. I understand that's certainly not how you would pitch it to a guy in the portal. What I think about it is, after watching the bowl game, I feel good with some version of Mosey and Nelson being my 1-2. I'll
be curious to see what happens too with some of the frames with a full offseason.
I think Mosey's going to look different.
And I think Ives will look different.
Okay.
Ives is kind of a
he's bigger than I think.
If I was just going to walk around as like a regular person, I wouldn't mind having Ives' frame.
Yeah.
Where I look kind of yoked. But I'm not too big.
He doesn't seem like
because as a 50-year-old, I prefer to look like I ran track than I played ball. So somewhere bigger than Mackay, but not as big as he is now.
Yeah.
Right. But he's embraced the role of the third down guy.
Got a short yardage hammer.
Yeah, but he's lost a little. He used to have. It wasn't elite, but he had good top end.
He had some good long. He had some long speed,
but you don't see it because he's gotten bigger and he isn't as healthy. So
and what he's asked to do,
like they do build him a certain way.
Yeah,
I mean I don't think you have to go get
running
back.
There's more people in the room than I remembered. If I'm being just frank,
I mean.
I would rather go if I'm talking about filling out a room. I'd rather go get another quarterback than. I mean, I think you have to get at least another quarterback.
Yeah,
like you can't. You have to run. You have to have 3 guys in that room minimum.
Depending on how you feel about Suck-Up.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably want 3 scholarship guys in the room.
Well, they're all scholarship.
I mean, yeah, however you put it.
So
he wasn't when he came in. Is how I mean it.
Yeah. How many are in the room? 4.
Just 3, I think. It's just Calandria, Latif, and Suck-Up.
I'm missing one. There's another.
Is there another guy?
Yeah. There's another.
I don't have it off the top of my head. I'm looking. Is it another Suck-Up type?
I apologize, you guys, if my coughing is annoying, but
it's not. Gramstad's gone.
Kugler shamed me into missing work when I was doing my other job.
Long ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good
call.
If you go into the season with Latif, Calandria, long ball, and Suck-Up, how do you feel? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm asking. I'm not trying to catch you. I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to.
It doesn't mean I don't try sometimes.
Yeah, it's good though. I like it. It keeps me sharp. I'm like, oh, I see what you're doing.
But you're good if that's the room going.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go get one, fine. But the day and age of having like legit 2-3 quarterback battles, like that's not happening.
No, my thought process would be go and get a guy.
I'm not shooting you down. I just think
we're
super myopic when we talk about how we should use the portal.
Sure.
And you have to find people that want to embrace those roles.
Absolutely. My assumption with the number of people that are in the portal and the number of guys that are not going to have jobs or places to land is that you could find somebody.
Like how often do you think you're going to find a guy where you can say, hey, listen, this is a great place to be. We're going to take care of you. You're going to get some gear.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get developed by some guys. You're not really going to play much. Give it a year. And then let's see where you're at with development. You could go someplace else or maybe compete for a job.
I think part of the reason I think that it's possible is because I feel like that's what happened with Davila last year.
Yeah, so I think Davila might have thought more along the lines of Dylan's only going to be here for X amount of time.
Oh, okay. Fair.
That's just listen, I don't know.
No, I mean that's a plausible explanation.
You know,
I looked at it as okay, they've got Dylan, a guy they like in Latif, and Davila's there and just saying like, hey, let's see where I'm at in a year.
Yeah, because I mean, you've got just for laughs and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right now on the roster, you only have 16 seniors.
Yeah.
Okay. You got 29 juniors. You have 37 sophomores. You have 13 redshirt freshmen. You have 10 real freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have 4 quarterbacks. You have 15 wide receivers. You got 8 running backs. You got Rule, Booth, Dickey, Mosey, Nelson, Ives, Williams, and Genatone, who, by the way, I'm a big Vince guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 tight ends. Good number?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
You don't have any redshirt freshman tight ends. So you got Sorensen, who's the real freshman. You got Danny King, who's now having his school paid for, Wood Ingerson. You got Hector Knock, Markway, Carter Nelson, and Lindemeyer.
Yeah, I'm good there.
It's good room, right?
Yeah, I'm good there.
How many offensive linemen off the bat do you think Nebraska has right now currently in the fold?
Including the transfers?
Yeah, with Bobolade, which is how you're supposed to say it.
Oh, I was close.
No.
I was.
No, you weren't.
I said Beyblade. Beyblade.
You're like Shane. You took out a
Bobblade?
You took out a
Marmalade?
syllable.
Yeah.
Who sang Lady Marmalade?
Voulez-vous coucher avec Christina Aguilera, isn't it?
Soul Sister.
Hey, sister.
No, that's Train.
No, he's right.
Soul Sister is Train. That is not the same song.
He's talking about in that song.
Okay.
And yes, she did.
It's Christina Aguilera.
She sung one of the versions.
Thank you, Shane.
I think it's a collaboration, though. I think there's multiple people in
there. Yeah, the 2001.
Let the natural leverage guy talk.
Listen, after 2000, I'm as likely to get it right as he is.
Wow. Shane, you don't have to sit for that.
I'm standing. But you can't see me.
I would guess they're at like 16.
They have 20.
Okay.
Would you like to know who they are?
Yeah, let's do it.
You had 8 true freshmen.
Okay.
You got Ainsworth. Puma,
I forgot about the true freshman.
Ainsworth, Puma, Waterman.
Mm-hmm.
Redshirt freshman. Hammerbeck, Juju Marks, Tapu.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go.
Because Kayana Torres just.
Then you go Bricks, Nolan Fennessy, Jake Peters, Gibson Pyle, Preston Tamua, who's still in the fold.
Mm-hmm.
I think we feel like the Island Pipeline made. I like him.
I like Preston Tamua a lot.
He's really funny on the bus.
I like Tamua.
So you got Bobblade, Brandel, Gatula, Knutson, Sledge, then Black, Evans, Kanak, and Pritchett. That's 20.
I feel good about the offensive line.
Now here's where it gets a little.
Mm-hmm. Defensive line.
No true freshmen. Your red shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Simpson, NTNT,
mm-hmm.
Tyson Terry. Then it goes Landon Davidson, Hofkin, Ashton Murphy, Winari, Petchak. Next year, you go Keneally, Mason Goldman, Suolafotu, Gabe Moore, RVP. And then Cam Lenhart is your lone senior. Like that's you have 13 D linemen right now.
I think I'd like to get 2 D linemen.
Yeah. I think that's probably a good number.
I think I'd like to get 2 D linemen. I feel good about that.
And you quietly restocked your linebacker room because you got Jace Reynolds as your true.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Hawthorne, CJ, and Mooberry as your red shirts. And then your sophomores, you go Duda, Merritt, Ochoa, Wacker, and Euler. Your juniors, you've got Bauer, Chambliss, Foster, Dylan Rogers, and Shavers. And Stanger, who's coming back, is your only senior.
Did you say Merritt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the linebackers are in good shape now.
Do you know how many senior defensive backs Nebraska has?
Next year?
Mm-hmm.
1?
3. Who are they?
Marshall
is 1.
Hartzog would have been. He's not.
Obviously, McDougal. I'll give you a freebie.
Yeah, McDougal. Yeah, with the transfer portal. McDougal.
He played a little in the last third of the season.
He played a little.
Where's a very unlucky number for some if you're superstitious.
Oh, Khan.
Jameer Khan.
I always forget about
Jameer. They only
Jameer.
have 3 seniors in the back end.
And how many guys? 22?
Total?
Yeah.
Oh, you're way off.
Higher?
17.
Oh.
Although I think they could get Prude back.
Okay. Interesting.
Just a gut.
All right, let's get to our guy, Brian Christopherson, Husker 24/7. Coming up next, that's DBM Ravi.
That's a tutorial. Ain't getting it anywhere else. You're welcome.
Hurrdat Sports Live.
I haven't actually watched him too much. Obviously, we know Joey Blaze is at 165 this year, moved up from 157, and he's their superstar. So, another good opportunity for LJ, and 165 is a tough weight. Obviously, week in and week out, we're always talking about LJ having one of the better guys matching up with, and that's only going to help him as the year goes on. So, hopefully he's okay, his knee's okay. But, it's good. Tony does a really good job. They're going to bring in a really good squad, and, they're going to fight hard. So it's Big Ten season. You better have your headgear strapped on.
give Ohio State a lot of credit for the way that they changed things up in the second half and really made us uncomfortable and sped us up. And, I thought we did a great job early in that first half playing off 2 feet and going in there. We got a couple and ones just by pump fakes, getting them off their feet. And then the second half, I really thought we got sped up. And we've been pretty good against pressure this year, but it bothered us tonight. There's a lot of things we need to learn from this as we go back and watch the film and prepare for our next game at Indiana. But, when they go up 1, I thought our resiliency, our resolve, and found a way to go on a 9-0 run to go up 8, and then they go back on their run and have a chance to tie it there at the end after a couple missed opportunities for our guys. But again, I'm proud of them for finding a way. The key we talked about going into this one, same thing that happened at Illinois, was getting off to a good start. We get up double digits at Illinois. We have a little bit of a cushion when they go on their run, and then we made the plays down the stretch, and that's exactly what happened again today.
At Centros Federal Credit Union, we have the tools and resources to help our members fulfill their financial goals. With a focus on building a stronger community for the next generation of leaders. Centros Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by NextGen Male Medical. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lula here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We are joined now by Brian Christopherson, Husker 24/7. BC, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a lot. Actually, there is a lot going on.
I was gonna say.
Like what?
Sorry, I slipped into just Midwestern talk where you say something that's not true at all.
Oh, I'm good.
Say
I'm good.
Yeah, doing.
Does it have
life
anything
is
to do with
horrible,
gumption?
Yeah, yeah, I heard you guys discussing that definition earlier, but yeah, I'm doing all right, all things considered. Thanks for asking, though.
Nice. You on the move, huh? I hear cars, traffic. What do we got? Coming to Omaha?
Is that better? Is there
No, you're
traffic
you're
now?
good. You're good regardless. I talk on the phone all
All
the
right.
time, Bluetooth all the time for interviews. What's up? You coming
All
here?
right. I'm in Omaha. I don't like to be that guy who gives bad sound quality to you guys, though, so I'm sorry if that's the case. But, yeah, I'm parked in downtown Omaha right now.
Oh, nice.
What a blessing for you to be in Omaha today. Congratulations, BC.
You're gonna get 59 or 60-degree weather. That's pissing me
I'm
off.
just really happy for you that you get to experience such a great city today.
Well, it's my hometown.
Yeah, doorknob. BC, are you pretty pumped? Are you riding this Nebraska basketball train? It's not even a hype train. It's just a train.
Yeah, we don't even gotta put fuel in it. It just does itself. I'm having fun. Yeah, it's fun to watch a team that like even at Ohio State, when you don't have your fastball ticking at its highest number, you still have sort of, I just sense they always have that belief, however the game gets rerouted over the course of 40 minutes, that they're going to work their way to a win. That started to me when they played that game against Kansas State in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And that second half, I felt like K-State was coming. They were hitting threes. You're like, okay, this is where it slips. And that was where they stood up to them. And I was like, you know what? There's a little something different about that game. How they responded to that, and they would shut off runs at 6-0 instead of having them be like 12-0 runs and stuff like that. And they've just continued to do that all year, and everybody's sort of maximized their role, champions of their role, as McDermott said.
Not that I'm counting or remember, but that was a 54-point half for K-State too. So you're exactly right with what was happening in the second half, because somehow they got to 85, and I was like, how? But your boy, who I always joke with you about, could he lead the country in scoring for K-State?
Mm-hmm.
He had gone on a heater. But anyway, so BC, when you're looking at I just want to stay with basketball for a second because I'm looking for something to feel good about. We were talking to Isaac Trotter yesterday, and he said something interesting. He said, Nebraska defensively, we're talking about no middle and how they trap and just this style that they like to play. And I remember we were getting into this, correct me if I'm wrong, this is a huge argument last year when Nebraska played Creighton. I'm on this basketball group text, and we were talking about Nebraska playing no middle and, why teams struggle the first couple of times they see it. Do you think in conference play, the way that Nebraska plays from a scout standpoint will start to come to fruition for teams offensively, or do you just think, this is going to be a pretty good defensive team? Because the metrics are holding up.
Yeah. No, that's a fair question. I think what they have is portable through the rest of the year. I really do. It's because of the level of buy-in and not only the planning by a coach like Nate Lenzer, but how he teaches it and how he motivates his guys. And there's just like no let up in it. So, occasionally a crack will show itself in the defense, or they'll be a little late on something, and they've had a half or two where it's been like that, where you felt like it wasn't quite as dialed in. But Fred Hoiberg, of course, as well, but Coach Lenzer just has a way of always having those guys on their tiptoes, I feel like, and it's just such a high level. And that like, I say this in the most complimentary way. I remember him, he did one of like the post game interviews after a game on the radio, and they just won. It might have been the Kansas State game, and maybe it was because they gave up the 85, but it was just like not satisfied at all. It was like on to the next. He just sort of has that driving force, and I just think he can be a great head coach at some point down the line too. But Nebraska's very fortunate to have him on staff, and those guys are really responding to everything that's in that system defensively.
I feel bad that we always overlook Coach Ziegler too, but man, I think
that's true too.
Coach Z, he definitely belongs in the discussion too, man. I love Nate because I watched him recruit.
He sure does
a ton, but Ernie deserves a ton of credit. I couldn't help but to chuckle watching in Columbus just because of how hard Nebraska recruited Amari Bynum. And I'd see Coach Lenzer on two different occasions, on two different visits. We'd be doing the pregame show for football, and Bynum and the family were on campus twice in 2 seasons. So to see twice in 1 season, I mean, I'm always going to root for the local guys, and his dad's a Northwest guy, so he gets double love. But it's just cool to see, the Fragers, the Bynums, just guys playing integral roles in teams' fabric just because of how they were reared playing basketball, man. And, the Hoiberg, that's in that discussion. I know he was gone for a while when he was with his dad, but, I mean, he still has the Pius experience. Like, it's just it's kind of fun to watch some of the nuts and bolts come together.
Yeah, in-state kids all over the place doing well in all sorts of sports, and I always enjoy it. Like, I enjoy seeing Amari do well. I actually went to school with his dad, Omar. He transferred to Omaha North his senior year.
Yeah,
but,
wasn't winning enough. Allegedly.
Yeah, you guys were thinking it up. My claim to fame as an athlete is that I made the B team over Omar Bynum at McMillan Junior High.
Let's go, B.
Yeah, so I still kind of hold on to that, like when I'm having a rough day. But anyway, that was not to toot my own horn. But when I see Amari I follow him closely because I sat by his dad in class. But yeah, it's awesome to see that. When Braden Frager, what he's doing this year, I thought he'd be good. He's a level better than I thought. And 2 years ago, I honestly didn't see it at all. And I'm saying this as a compliment to him. I was skeptical about how it was going to go. I really was. When he was finishing up at Southwest, and it shows what I know, not surprising anybody, but he just balled out, and he brings. I know, the last week was interesting for him, but he does bring a certain juice, or however you want to put it, when he's out there to that team, and he doesn't play like a young guy. He can get the ball at a moment like that in the last minute, and he expects to produce, and he sure did.
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching the end of Ohio State, Nebraska with Caleb, and he played against him for like 35 years. And even in the last seconds, like Caleb, I don't know if he's going back to the scouting report. He's like, man, if it's Frager, he's like, he's either a catch and shoot guy or he's getting downhill off the bounce. And
yeah.
So when he sees the outlet on the press break, he's like, no, get it out of his hands. And it's like when it's a play to be made, he's like, yeah, get to the – so I love the fact that Coach Hoiberg, the staff allows him to play in his roles without changing who he is, because he's not going to be for everybody, but he's like fire. Like in the fireplace, he's amazing. Maybe out in the forest, not so much, right? Like, it's just pretty cool that they let him go because they need his competitive toughness.
Yeah, and you know what?
He's an IDAGF guy, right? Like, he just doesn't.
Yep, exactly. And he's a way better shooter than I anticipated. He really is. Like the way he has shot it, and I think he spends more time in the gym than anybody.
Oh, he's a rat.
It shows. Yeah, and that feeds all the other parts of his game. Everybody's got to respect that he can hit those shots consistently. And not only consistently, he can go off sometimes where he hits 3 in a row, and then he gets downhill on you. A guy like that, I mean, he'll pull your hair out as a defender because he's got that in his arsenal. So there was a lot of buildup to him about him in the offseason. He was the guy we would always kind of ask about to Coach Hoiberg when he had availability. And so there'd be a story, every month or so about Frager. He's coming. And you know how that goes sometimes. It doesn't end up coming to fruition when the games actually show up. There's kind of this pressure on a guy. And he's been everything and more, as I said. So obviously he's a big reason why they're 15-0 right now. It's just a fun team because nobody has to be the star. They don't demand to be the star on a given night. They're willing to share that role, and it does seem to switch off. And that's always sort of a joy to watch a squad when they have that working for them.
I got a diehard Nebraska fan. I mean, he's all sports, male, female, Adidas, the whole nine. And he said he hit me with the. He's like, damn, just think a couple of years ago we were dealing with Cam Mack shooting arrows into the crowd. The least we could do is deal with Frager's passion. I was like, that is a sensational point. Like, shout out to Cam Mack. No disrespect, but to his point, when you talk about talent versus tenacity and substance, like Fred's had some different kinds of teams, maybe some more talented teams. We talked to Isaac Trotter yesterday. He said, last year Nebraska had probably better defensive components to do what they do. This year has just been better because of guys accepting roles and the emergence of guys like Buchengel and Hoiberg with how Coach Hoiberg wants to play. That talent over like experience thing is really, really fascinating.
Yeah, it sure is. Like you mentioned Burke. I mean, Burke the other night, I think he was 4 for 4, 8 points. Passes on the shots he shouldn't take, was just smart, took what was there for him. He ends up not playing at the end because Frager's sort of the guy who's on a roll. He's the hot hand, and Fred sticks with it, and it's no big deal. You look at that bench, everybody's up. Everybody's fired up for Frager and whoever's doing it at that given moment. There was another game, I think, where Burke got replaced by Jared Garcia.
At what point do we start talking about Garcia? He's been fantastic for a month.
That's the whole thing about this team. Like, you go to guy, and you're like, he's better than I thought he's going to be. Or, like, I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me, like, every guy on there, it's like I might have had an idea of what they're going to be like this season, and it wasn't all bad or anything. But everybody is maximizing sort of where you thought they would be within their skill set this year. I mean, Sam Hoiberg's the same way. Like, Sam's, geez Louise, he's like one of the most valuable players in this. Yeah, I know that's what the kids are saying, so I tried to put that in. That's what I say when my dogs do stuff.
Jeez
and my wife's
Louise.
Like, yeah. My wife's like, that's really current.
Hey, nothing like Omaha North Vikings V-up coming out and you beat. Jeez Louise.
That's what the kids said on Ames when they're going to get some Jim's Rib Haven. Anyway, Sammy's playing well is what I was getting at.
I thought that might have been a Dr. Haynes thing, back in the day.
Brother Haynes.
Haynes. Excuse me. He was a doctor, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
One of the rare.
Oh,
one of the rare principal admins.
Brother Gene Haynes
My
was
apologies.
a gem.
You can still catch him every now and again over at Hy-Vee on 108th and Fort. That's his spot.
Oh, I wouldn't dare do that because he might put me in ready rest. Anybody who went to Omaha North knows what I'm talking about. He'd put kids in like the ready rest, like push-up position in the hallway for like sagging their pants or whatever.
Yes, UBC. Like, hey, man, no belt, man, pants at the ankles, no creases in your shoes.
Pants,
yeah.
Saying, geez Louise. Geez Louise, dude.
He's like, hey, language, ready rest, let's go.
Yeah.
BC, let's move on to the transfer portal here. And before we get to Nebraska, I want to I know you like to think about sort of the greater world of college football and things like that. So I'm really interested to see how you're processing this DeMond Williams situation because I'm frankly stunned that it appears Washington's ready to take legal action on this because I knew that was always on the table when these guys are blatantly breaking contracts. I just didn't know what school would have the stones to actually do it. How have you thought through this whole thing?
You better come back to school.
Yeah, I like seeing them do it because I like seeing people hold someone to like a contract if it's in writing. And there's got to be some guardrails at some point. But you're absolutely right. It takes massive stones, or some could say stupidity, to do it because I'm for it. But like, you wonder how some guys are going to respond because there might be guys on that team who are sort of with the school on that, but there will be some guys that are close to him and a saga like that playing out so publicly where you got like your Pete Thamel types, tweeting 10 times about it like last night, or whatever. I am really interested the dynamic of how that plays within that locker room. With guys who liked him or whatever they thought about him. And then also, like, as you're trying to portal recruit while this is going on, it just seems like completely damaging to me. And so
that's why
a fascinating situation.
I
mean, I'm for it. Like, I like that they're doing it. I'm just like, it's going to be really interesting to see, like, how they're able to handle that with some of the athletes who I wonder if they might side with DeMond on that.
So that was the thing that I thought would prevent a school from doing this was how much harder it will be to get other guys because of this.
Yes.
That's why I'm like I said,
just do the right thing.
I understand that, but like a lot of these guys don't want to do the right thing and they want to be allowed not to do the right thing. That's the point.
Are you sure?
Because
I think it's those guys typically aren't doing the bulk of the talking.
I mean, just based on what we've seen happen in the portal, it seems like a lot of guys are cool not doing the right thing. I think we have enough evidence to say,
or representatives anyway.
So people involved in the situation are cool not doing the right thing.
My point is those guys are the adults. They'll get their ass in check. They're going to have to. It's not the kids.
I mean, whoever it is, it seems like a lot of people.
Go ahead, BC. Ravi and I talk 88.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Hours
No, you guys are right. I mean, I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm just imagining the conversations like within those program walls right now with players and yeah, there's guys on that roster who are going to agree with the school what they're doing, and they'll come to it if and they're going to want to be in a situation that is good for them if they've got a good deal with the school going. But I am interested like how it affects their like portal recruiting and just sort of the makeup of that team, because you have such a high profile guy, and I don't know what his relationship with all the other players is, but just like now at war, it's going to be a war sort of between him and the school, and like how those guys process that. It's going to be one of the more interesting things we've seen.
Who gives that kind of advice though?
Bad people.
I don't know.
See, like I'm telling you, like
it's frustrating.
So again, I'm the good piece of cheese, glass half full guy that's screwed up a ton, so he likes second and 18 chances. I think the way to combat this thing is at some point, whether it's accreditation, whether it's verification, whether it's going through a process, if NIL and whatever the governing body will be, or the schools or institutions, what coaches should do is you need to meet certain criteria to be doing the negotiating on your client's behalf.
Like the NFL does.
In my opinion, that's the cleanest way legally to make sure that you're getting quality representation. Hey, listen, if schools would just say, I'm not talking to Uncle Tim or Cousin Pete or Mama Joan or, Kenny in Burbank. Shout out Kenny in Burbank. He could be at a very reputable law firm. But there should be a certain minimum level of
I mean, you have to be registered with the NFL and NBA.
Experience to be able to negotiate on players' behalfs. Like, I don't think that would be that hard.
Much easier than the alternative, which is like collective bargaining.
Collective bargaining.
Yeah, much easier than that.
I mean,
much cleaner path, as you said,
why
as well.
Nobody's talked about that. I don't know.
Here's my question, though, BC, that I find fascinating. Like, let's
if
say
schools would just say, I'm not talking to parents.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not negotiating with such and such.
It's like
and
you
I
can
use
either
parents as a bad example, but like
I would basically, I think you'd have to say, hey, I will talk to you, your immediate guardian, or a registered representative.
Yeah, like whomever. Yeah.
Here's the question I keep coming back to, BC, and maybe we'll never find out. But like, what happens if Washington wins? Like, is that guy's like do you force it?
You think that's far fetched?
No, but I think it's a wild scenario to be like, okay, now Damon Williams has to play some. Like, what do you do with Damon Williams? Like, does he have to play? Do you sit him? Is it a monetary penalty? Like, that's what I'm fascinated by. Because I don't think it's far-fetched if they win, because if they have a signed contract, they should win.
Yeah. Or give me my money.
Yeah, I have no idea what happens with Damon Williams and all this. That's the other piece of it. What happens in that locker room? What happens with him if he ends up even playing? I don't know. It's gonna be tough. He's put himself in a bad situation, and it goes back to Damon's point. And I mean, we've got to have a system where only certain people can be involved in this. And the problem is this is a tale as old as time. Go back to the old 30 for 30 on like Marcus Dupree. And I remember the Oklahoma assistant, Scott Hill or whatever his name was, like, everybody's got an uncle. And there's always like somebody like that wants something out of it, or has that bad advice that pushes a kid. I mean, you got to say though, these are young men too that are making some good cheese, and they've got to make you got to make good decisions as a young man now, and so that's on the guys too. But I think he certainly overplayed his hand here, and I hope I'm worried for him a little bit, like what that's going to cost him with his future, and how people are going to view him as he tries to continue with his football career. I think it's a damaging thing, kind of.
My man used cheese and G's Louise in the same segment.
That's it.
Put that on your bingo card, baby. All right. So far, BC. I was just giving Ravi the numbers like kind of up to the minute. 4 quarterbacks. You got 15 wide receivers, 8 running backs, 7 tight ends, 20 offensive linemen, 13 D linemen, 16 linebackers, 17 DBs. D line, right? You're thinking D line?
Yeah, they need to push that out a little bit. Find a couple more there. I think there's maybe another offensive tackle you could get. I think obviously, another quarterback, running back, still that conversation. Is there a big move there still, or they, hold steady? I think there's still the five or six plays left. It seems like to me, in addition to the guys we kind of already know. I know some former UCLA guys are sort of trending Nebraska's way right now too, that could jump in the boat. So, I think the D line though is where I want to see this team nail it in the portal, and we'll see what they come up with these last 10 to 11 days, whatever we got left.
Do you feel good? Do you feel reasonably good everywhere else?
I feel like they've had a good portal so far. I know there was a lot of angst yesterday morning at this time, but I was not as bent out of shape about it. I knew they'd get a quarterback, and I knew they would get a good enough quarterback to at least have the conversation turn to like, maybe it'll be better for Nebraska, and that's where that's at. Like, we don't know how Minchie's going to play and how Calandria is going to do at Nebraska, but he's good enough and did well enough last year that he's got people intrigued, and there's sort of that excitement, like, maybe that swung Nebraska's way in a strange way. And so that's a good spot to be at, considering where we were at 24 hours ago. But then I like Chambliss. I like the 2 linemen they got. Like, I like that Brendan Black has played, I think more than 2,100 snaps at Iowa State. He's been very durable, can fit in it on your guard spot.
Low maintenance, tough, and can move people.
Yep. Big tree. He has some of that trajectory maybe of Elijah Pritchett, and I say that in the sense that, like, if you're all in and I'm not, but if you're into like playing the whole PFF game and all that stuff, you'll be like, it's not all there yet. But you can see that there's a possibility of it with a good off season. And also, it means a lot to me that he was one of the first guys they brought in when Lonnie Teasley obviously saw him up close and, has been able to coach him. It tells you that he prioritizes what he can be talent-wise. So I thought that was a big pickup.
So if you're looking at guys like, Dexter Foster, Will Hawthorne, Chambliss, do you get a sense on how you think Nebraska wants to play at that second level? Those guys can all run is the one thing I think they have in common.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still getting a feel for that, but I think you would say of the players they've added, they all have that athleticism where you could see them being the erasers you need. That I just didn't think there was enough of that at the second level. And I know V9 was playing with like one hand half the year, so I recognize that and respect that. So that's part of the conversation. But linebacker to me, Damon, was probably the least talked about position that I felt like really needed elevation. And that doesn't mean there aren't guys.
You and I are just like in Vegas when I came to say hello in the booth when you were sitting solo. Mm-hmm. We're holding hands. We're in lock-step agreement with the linebacking thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was always the D-line needs they need to bump it up. Everybody knows that. That's obvious. But you would have to say during the season, most of our conversations were always D-line, they stink, that sort of thing. And I thought that second level wasn't doing any favors sometimes. So, I like that they're going hard in the paint there. I liked Will Hawthorne as a prospect. He's a great kid that honestly was really torn in his decision the first time. Like, he loved Dvorak, he loved Nebraska, but he basically grew up around Matt Campbell in Ames, Iowa. And so that ended up tipping him that way. But it's not a surprise to me that he ended up here. And I kind of think he was meant to be here. Like that was sort of the school I think that always jumped to him. So this is a good spot for him. So people are like, I don't know about him. He redshirted. He's a good prospect. And I think Foster's interesting when you kind of dive into him. I got to look more at him, but productive and he's a good young player. And I like McDougal. I mean, he's one of the more active guys in Orch's defense. I think he has 55 tackles, 4 picks. So he's sort of he's a playmaker, and you just got to have those guys who have some havoc on their film, and I think they've got a few of them.
I don't know, BC. You got to be careful. A lot of guys are still stuck in the 90s. They don't think safeties should have a lot of tackles if you're going to play good defense. So, you got to be careful about evolving times.
I'm just saying, if you're playing with 5 safeties, one of those MFers better have a lot of tackles. That's all I'm saying.
I saw a defensive back in Vegas get a lot of tackles. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, for a guy that was playing on one leg half his life, he's pretty all right. Oh, BC, you're the GOAT, man. You be safe here in the mean streets of Omaha, considering it's your own stomping grounds. And
I'm just glad you get to spend the day here. I'm excited for you.
I don't know what that's about. You guys have an inside joke? Are you?
I don't. Ravi's just being weird. Like, usually he and we don't talk about the show pre-show, so whatever he says, it's of his own volition. Like, I have no idea where he's going half the time. Ravi, would you like to explain the happy to be in Omaha joke?
I love it when anybody gets to spend time here. It's a great blessing for everybody.
Listen, I'm with you, BC. The more he says it, he's got an angle. I just don't know what it is yet. I'll get it out. Don't worry.
All I know is that I said "Geez Louise" on the radio, which is probably a mistake.
No, you rectified it with cheese.
Oh yeah, so that could have fit like in a rap battle. "Geez Louise" and cheese. Yeah, and I kind of got my street rep back when I was talking about Jim's Rib Haven and all that.
Yeah. So. Team Street Cred, BC.
BC, it's great to talk to you.
Just GOAT status,
as always.
Maintained. Thanks, B.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You got it.
That is Brian Christopherson, Husker 24/7.
I rubbed his back too. Maybe it's a 24/7 thing.
You like the 24/7 guys, yeah?
I do. I like him a lot.
You know who else we like? Our next guest, Kevin Sjuts.
Oh yeah, the nice guy. I saw him too. I bumped into him.
He looks great.
So I got to ask him what he thinks about the hospitality, because Allegiant Stadium was voted
Vegas?
#1 in the country. For their hospitality and their media relations. Like it's just a great place to come visit, but it's like #2 in the world.
Oh, okay.
They're very hospitable.
All right. Well, let's see what
the media food. Incredible.
Really?
I didn't touch it.
Of course not.
But the
like the
options,
spread? Yeah. Pretty good.
We'll ask Sjuts.
We'll talk to Kevin Sjuts, 1011 News in Lincoln, coming up next at Hurrdat Sports Live.
What do you remember thinking and feeling that made this place feel like home?
Yeah, I'll really just say my first visit that I took my senior year of high school. December 15th, if I can believe, was my signing day. And I just came and seen the fan base, and I knew that I've always wanted to play on a big stage in front of a lot of fans. My family came up here, felt like it was home already, but I'll just say through the different conversations with people around the building and just seeing the type of people out here in Nebraska, I knew that was going to be somewhere where I could meet a lot of different people, connect with people, and have a lot of lifelong relationships with friends and teammates. And so I would just say, coming in here as a true freshman, meeting the friends, seeing the fan base, just getting to know people around here is what made it feel like home. And then after that, it was just a lot of, hard days, a lot of ups and downs, but, ultimately, led on my faith, and I've met a lot of friends. Like Malcolm Hartzog was somebody I met my freshman year. He's still a close friend today. So just to see how far we've come, it means a lot.
At Centrus Federal Credit Union, we understand that the journey of building your own business typically starts with modest beginnings. With a little help from our team of experts and small business loan offerings, you can take your vision and transform it into a more concrete reality. Centrus Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
Well, the 13 points, I mean, I don't know. Everybody says, she just quietly gets to double figures, she finds a way, but another perimeter threat from kind of the forward position is really, really valuable for us. I thought she played really well there. I think, she can do so many things. She can affect things, defensively. And, I thought there were a couple times she missed some rebounds that normally she gets after that we will kind of address, but that was probably collectively our whole entire team. But just really pleased with the spark she gave us offensively today.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back. Hurrdat Sports Live. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lula here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We are joined now by Kevin Sjuts from 1011 News in Lincoln. Kevin, what's going on, man?
Good morning to you, boys.
Kevin, how are things, man? Are you? I talked with a couple of guys last night that were in Vegas. Jay struggled a little. Who knows with Sean? I try not to get too in depth with him. But how'd your body clock recover from Vegas?
Well, it was fine because I never switched over to Pacific time. I was waking up at like 4:30, 4:50 in the morning.
Me too.
Like
Yeah,
it was the wildest thing. Like I don't have kids. My schedule's like, I was on my own. I could have slept in, but my body didn't let me. I was going out for like morning walks, every day, and the weather was really nice. So the transition back home was pretty easy for me because I never went all in on Vegas time, and it was good. We're good.
Kevin Sjuts here for Les Miserables on my own. I would get up at 3. And I didn't know what to do, so I binged a couple of shows. That was Friday, Saturday. Then by Sunday, I would walk. Oh, were you surprised at how many people, I don't know, I don't know if you had a preconceived notion, just do things by foot? That seems to be the best option if you're going to stay close to the Strip.
Yeah, okay. So I drove the Strip one night because, yeah. You're almost better off walking it. Because,
yeah, exactly.
I swear, red lights in Vegas
every 12 feet
near the Strip. Oh, not only are there a ton of them, I feel like they're red for over a minute. Like it took me from essentially Mandalay Bay all the way down to the far end, kind of by the Sphere. I think the drive was about 35 minutes. And it was like 1.2 miles.
Yeah, I walked from World Market, which was 2 miles. It took me 39 minutes. I was like, it would have been a 50-minute drive. That's how I felt.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. Like the drive is like in downtown Vegas is crazy. I was glad I had a car though. It just allowed me to kind of wheel and deal as I'd like throughout the trip and being out there. I will say this too, like going out for one of those morning walks. Like I wanted to go to the Sphere.
Yeah.
And like it's one of those landmarks that like you're walking for 15 minutes and you feel like you're no closer because it's such a massive structure, and you're like trudging along. I'm like, all right, I want to go check this thing out. I don't know that I made any progress yet. I'm sweating. It was crazy.
The only place that was must-see for me was a place I couldn't get to, and that's Area 51. So I didn't have any fun. No, but in all seriousness, Allegiant is known. They're number one in the NFL and hospitality, their media relations, how they treat visitors. They're number 2 across the world in terms of their hospitality. That spread, those people. Was there anything more opposite than being in New York a year ago where you kind of felt unwanted? Allegiant Stadium, they were incredible, I thought.
I'm glad that you said that because last year, the Pinstripe Bowl, Yankee Stadium, I mean, it was just the novelty of being in Yankee Stadium. But it's like no one cared that there was a football game happening on December, whatever the date was, 27th in New York City. It's just like, okay, 3 hours, here's football, back to your regularly scheduled programming. This was a deal, and the people were insanely friendly. I was blown away by the stadium. I thought it was really nice. It's a $2 billion stadium, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But I just thought that the way that it was all set up, there were some hints of like Jerry World of it to me, just from like some of the sight lines and some of the lighting.
That's far.
And yeah, it was far. It was nice though. I really liked it. I'd love to go there, just pick a random Raiders game and sit up in the 200 level and watch it all play out. But I feel like it was, it had good energy. It plays really well on TV. In fact, watching the game back on television, I was like, wow, it looks different than what it was like for me field level throughout the Vegas Bowl.
Did you eat? That hospitality spread was unbelievable.
It was pretty good. I ate a lot on the trip. So
did you really?
It kind of.
What was your favorite?
Okay, so this is going to sound really weird. One of the breakfast
you're talking
buffets.
To me. There's no weird. Go ahead.
One of the breakfast buffets, it had everything. I mean, and honestly, one of the things that I really enjoyed was it had a little yogurt parfait, but it had like crushed up graham cracker, like a graham cracker crust at the bottom to coat it. And then it had like a layer of crushed mixed berries, and then the yogurt. So out of everything I ate, I'm talking about a stupid yogurt parfait, but I ate well. It was good. And when you have Andy on next week, Andy Kendi, you'll have to ask him about our little, okay, I'll share it. We'll go there. We're secure. We're men. He and I went halvies on a meal, and it was the smartest
What?
thing. We got shamed by everybody at our table.
Wait.
And I don't have any regrets about it.
Okay.
DB's not a big sharer.
No, I will share. I'll get something, you get something. We can split it. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
But you split the same meal, or you each got something that the other one to try?
Okay, let's back up here. Let's set the scene.
Okay.
This is New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Italian restaurant, really nice. We're at a table with 8 people, all members of the Nebraska media. Andy and I are sitting by each other. We're staring at the menu. It had been a long day with covering the game and everything. He looks at me and goes, "What are you going to get?" I go, "I don't know." I had it down to like 4 items, and I told him, I was like, maybe this, maybe that. And I remember specifically saying, like, am I lame if I get a pizza? Because the margarita pizza was staring at me.
Yeah.
But, it's New Year's Eve, and we're in Vegas. Am I really going to get a margarita pizza? And so he goes, that actually sounds good. He goes, you want me to get something else and we split? Oh, now we're jiving here.
You're like,
okay.
say less.
Like, we're both married men. We both got kids, and we've got other people at the table going, you guys are going to do what? And we did. And at the very end, we polished everything, and we were like, you guys, joke's on you guys. We got to taste 2 different items. It was fantastic, and that's how it was pretty close to ringing in the new year with another, adult male in the media.
So I will say the pizza does change the equation a bit, because splitting a pizza is very normal.
And listen, I'll be honest with you. I like a couple trips ago, I think Ben got one dish, I got the other.
We sort of did this in Indy.
And we split. We shared because the other. So I'm with you. I thought you guys
ordered one thing and split
and
it.
Split it between the two of you. That's what I thought.
This isn't Lady and the Tramp. We're at an Italian restaurant.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we couldn't decide what to order. He got one thing. I got the other thing. We didn't even eat off the same plate. All right.
Oh, that is a great pull. I can see the spaghetti and meat. Oh, that is sensational.
Now, nobody better make a meme out of all of this, because they can have some fun.
I'm sure Austin's already on it.
He's on it. All right. So, speaking of go ahead.
Okay, not to continue to belabor the whole New Year's Eve dining experience here, but we also indulged in some appetizer. It was like this giant loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a big bubble, and you cut it and it goes flat. And then they had 3 different dipping sauces, and they brought us vegetables with it too. We allowed the table to share and all that stuff too.
Were you at Carmana?
No, I forget the name of the place. But it was at our hotel. It was actually really nice. It was a great time.
All right. So,
I'm glad everybody gets a window into,
It's your delivery. It's very inviting. You're in a safe place. All right. So so which is more sensational? The fact that Nebraska volleyball had no one enter the transfer portal, or the fact that Nebraska's got a chance now and they're back-to-back roadies to sweep the weekend in basketball?
It's hoops.
I was floored by the volleyball portal thing. I mean, DBK's got to be a witch.
That is remarkable, especially there's a couple of players that, I don't know that they see more playing time next year. So, but money talks, right? And sometimes if you're, the 12th player on Nebraska volleyball, you're going to make more coin than if you're, a standout at BYU.
Good
point. And not to mention, most of the teams coming back next year, the people that they graduate, they have next lady up. I don't know that the drop off is going to be terribly substantial, so they're going to be able to contend. And they are rock stars at Nebraska. It is a big deal to be a volleyball player. So there's some just natural appeal to staying whether you play or not. The basketball thing, I mean, the win on Monday at Ohio State. Keep in mind, Nebraska's 2-0 in the Big Ten on the road. And both of those games, one was won on the final shot, and the other one was won with a minute to go.
Yeah,
that's tough. And to do it in the first 2 games of the league, this is good stuff. And we'll see what happens on Saturday when Nebraska is playing at Indiana, because this Indiana team, they can hoop. They score about 85 a game. They've got a couple of bona fide scores at the top of their line. So they're going to have to defend really well. If they defend against Indiana, and the knock up against the Hoosiers is they have not played a tough schedule. But you never know. They've got some things going for them right now. But I'm just surprised that Nebraska 15-0 and 4-0 in the conference with 2 road wins, and they found a way to win in crunch time.
Hey, how cool is it with the Columbus or, the game in Columbus and, Bynum, you've covered high school sports. You get Frager, that's right there in your hometown. Hoiberg played at Pius. You know all the scuttlebutt, your ears to the ground. You're as well liked as anybody in the media. But you got to be honest. You're taking that blue stuff, that true serum. Did you see this rise this quickly from Frager after covering him so long in high school?
No, I'll be 100% honest. No. I thought maybe back end of his college career, he could see the floor and contribute. This early, no. And even when Fred said a year ago that they thought about burning his red shirt to put him on the court in 2025 I kind of just shook my head at that. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I've known Braden for a while, and I remember doing a feature story on him and just watching him do a shoot around one day as he started to rise in terms of his recruitment because he was getting legitimate D1 attention. And then the next year when he was in high school, we would pay a little bit more attention to him and his teams at Lincoln Southwest. There was one game I remember going to on a Friday night, and of course we won some buckets from the Husker recruit, right? I think I had to stay at a high school basketball game between two Lincoln teams, maybe an entire half to get a couple of good highlights of Braden Frager. And I can't shake that from my memory that, he didn't have the best game. And, you would think if you're able to play the way that he is against Big Ten competition as a redshirt freshman 2 years ago playing Lincoln High School basketball, you should probably be putting up 35 a night.
Yeah.
And that was not the case.
You know what's funny, Kevin? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. That's exactly how I felt watching Justin Patton play high school basketball. Exactly how I felt. Is you're watching this guy and you're like, I get he's tall and he moves pretty good for a tall guy, but I'm watching Omaha North and I go, where is it?
The coolest thing about this whole story with both you guys is everybody needs somebody to believe in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the fact that Nebraska staff, and in particular a couple of guys on the staff, believe in Frager the way that they do. They allow him to be who he is in a controlled environment, and he flourishes. Because he's super gifted.
Mm-hmm.
But, we saw that at one point that team had Chuck Love and Braden Frager on the same team. And it was just like, wait, what's going on? But
shouldn't it look better than this?
You watch him, and it's like he's such a gym rat, and he's embraced. He gets to do all the things that he likes to do, just hoop. That's all. That's kind of who he. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway with Braden's rise this season has been the development, and not just for the work that Braden put in after reclassifying. Keep in mind, his age when he was running around with, Jawan Gary and Bryce Williams and the players on last year's team. He should have been a high school senior, but that was the decision he made. So he put in a lot of time and believed in himself to be able to hang at the Division I level, even though that he wasn't playing, he was practicing. And he was giving that starting unit some fits when he was on the scout team from everything I know. But then also the coaching staff, whether it's Linzer or Hoiberg, just the fact that they were able to take, again, that player that should have been a high school senior and develop him and give him the belief that he can produce at the level he is right now. I think the bigger improvement in his game that surprises me is his ability to shoot the basketball. Back in his recruitment, it was all about this is a guy who is super athletic and he can just abuse the rim. He loves to elevate and loves to just attack the hoop. But now his game has evolved in that he can be a threat beyond the three-point line.
Yeah, his catch and shoot game is silly. He torched Westside. He was super streaky. He got Westside for 12 points in 4 seconds, and I was like, I was sitting right next to Robin Washington. He was taking notes, and I was like, well, this is different. But I'd watch him warm up, and all he would shoot was threes. So it was I didn't know what we were going to get, but, man, he was a menace.
He's one of those guys, too, that, when he goes to warm up before games, he is on the court, an hour and a half to 2 hours beforehand, and he's just shooting like kind of all in his own element. I mean, it's really quiet in the gym, but you can tell like he's doing mental reps and he's just feeling the basketball and he's making sure that he's in a good mental space. I do think at the end of it though, like the best part of his game is being able to drive and attack the rim. And you saw that come into play against Ohio State, and I'm in crunch time. And I'm not just talking about the bucket he made with 30 seconds left. There were other moments, you know, when Ohio State wiped away Nebraska's, 14-point lead. You know, in the second half when they needed a bucket, Braden could get to the lane and create a shot. His footwork has even gotten better too. So I think it's a great story, especially being here in Lincoln and having covered Braden in high school and knowing him for the past several years. Like, I mean, it's good stuff. Put in the work, good things are going to happen, and Braden Frager's a great example of it.
That's our guy, Kevin Sjuts, 1011 News in Lincoln.
Fantastic.
Kevin, appreciate the time as always. And
thank you for letting us in. No judgment here.
Absolutely not.
Hey, I'm a big AK guy too, so you can't go wrong.
We like to peek in to your
It is
your time in Vegas.
okay. It is okay to go halvesies with another man. And I even jokingly told my wife, I'm not cheating on you, but I have to tell you, I shared a meal with somebody.
She's like, "That's okay. You owe me another one of those fancy snack packs. You know, those 60 piece trays.
The snackle box, right? Is that what it's called?
Your snackle box. Oh, my goodness. That thing's coming. Baseball season not too far away.
It's right around the. Listen, you might be able to get out and practice outside today.
Oh, yeah, that could happen.
Yeah,
I'll say we're about 60 degrees out here.
The ground's not too soggy. I think today high upper 50s.
That's too much, man. Give me back winter, AK. Not to be all curmudgeon-y, but I need winter. He said, "Nah." Thanks, AK.
Kevin.
Right,
I'm sorry, Kevin.
AK's the other one.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Be good, boys.
All righty. Oh,
they share one meal. You can't keep them straight anymore.
Wild. I didn't know where he was going with that story.
I didn't either.
Wait till I get to Andy.
Oh, yeah. We'll ask him about it next week.
And what a baby. He can get his own pizza.
Yeah. Also, it's not weird to split pizza.
Yeah, which is fine. Totally fine.
Never weird to split pizza.
I wonder if Andy had to save room for any fancy IPAs or something.
Yeah, maybe some. Wonder if they did dessert. You know, split a dessert.
Yeah, he probably drank his dessert.
All right, coming up next, we got Jessica Coody from the Husker Radio Network.
Oh, Lord.
STB, I'm Ravi Lula. It's Hurrdat Sports Live.
What do you remember thinking and feeling that made this place feel like home?
Yeah, I'll really just say my first visit that I took my senior year of high school. December 15th, if I can believe, was my signing day. And I just came and seen the fan base, and I knew that I've always wanted to play on the big stage in front of a lot of fans. My family came up here, you know, felt like it was home already, but I'll just say through the different conversations with people around the building and just seeing the type of people out here in Nebraska, I knew that was going to be somewhere where I could meet a lot of different people, connect with people, and have a lot of lifelong relationships with friends and teammates. And so I would just say, coming in here as a true freshman, meeting the friends, seeing the fan base, just getting to know people around here is what made it feel like home. And then after that, it was just a lot of, you know, hard days, a lot of ups and downs, but, you know, ultimately led on my faith. And I've met a lot of friends, like Malcolm Hartzog was somebody I met my freshman year. He's still a close friend today. So just to see how far we've come, it means a lot.
Federal Credit Union, we understand that the journey of building your own business typically starts with modest beginnings. With a little help from our team of experts and small business loan offerings, you can take your vision and transform it into a more concrete reality. Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
Well, the 13 points, I mean, I don't know. Everybody says, she just quietly gets to double figures, I mean, she finds a way, but another perimeter threat from kind of the forward position is really, really valuable for us. I thought she played really well there. I think, she can do so many things. She can affect things, defensively. And, I thought there were a couple times she missed some rebounds that normally she gets after that we will kind of address, but that was probably collectively our whole entire team. But just really pleased with the spark she gave us offensively today.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by NextGen Male Medical. That is DB. I'm Ravi Lula here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We are joined now by Jessica Coody from the Husker Radio Network. Jess, how are we doing this morning?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Is that a subtle wave? Not so subtle? Like, are we doing this? Oh, hi.
I've
got
a little bone to pick here.
Uh-oh. What?
You always get on me about being mean to Shane.
Yeah.
I gotta clap back a little bit. You're being mean to my guy DB, or at least you're trying.
Oh my gosh. What stories has he told you now?
Not stories.
No, I don't even know where he's going with this. I promise.
Listen, it's not stories when you put it on the internet, Jess.
What happened?
First of all, you didn't even quite do it right to try and get him.
What are we talking about?
Do you wish you were more athletic?
Yeah.
I can't believe you. And I said, why do you do this to me?
See, you being mean to my guy.
We kind of laughed it off because she goes, you totally blew it. You didn't, why did you give me a regular answer? I said, I didn't know what you were doing.
Listen, the day, if I would have asked him the day before, he would have reacted how most of the athletes in that trend act.
Yeah. You didn't ask it provocatively enough.
I was having a bad day.
He would have been pissed. But he's kind of gotten on to our shenanigans. And so I had to kind of do it nonchalantly. You know what I mean? We've been planning on doing that. There was one day that we were all going to try to do it. Ben, Kyle, me, and try to slide it in at some point during the broadcast. And it didn't work out because, it's got to be timing, right? So I'm like, this is the last game of the season. This is my last opportunity. I got to do it now.
So I have a question because I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
When you talk to
me.
Jeez. When you talk to me, am I always that like I'm not paying attention?
Not always.
Because I'm watching me and I was like, what was I looking at? Like my mannerisms, my hands up. I
mean, I can answer this one. Yes.
You
are like
you clearly knew there was a difference between, hey, we're on, this is going on the air, and this is not going on the air. And you assume
because I was just like, we're just talking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because that was not part of the overall keys. It was just you had walked up and I had texted Cassidy, hey, we're doing it now. And then now
she's the one I got to start watching closer because she's usually in cahoots with you. The whole hey, walk towards me. And I was like, what? She's like, no, just go over there and walk towards me. I was like, what are we talking about?
I send her some of the ideas and then she helps execute it. So.
All right. She's all right. She plays like she's not in the know. Why didn't you do it when we were stressed, during those first 3 days?
Because I had other things on my mind. we were trying to do a million things at that point. And it was there was one point I thought about doing it, but then it was like, gosh, I got to have the camera. You got to be able to hear you. So anyways, yeah.
Was my mood that bad the day before? Yeah, it was horrible, wasn't it? I don't think I said more than 10 words in 24 hours.
That was probably the worst I've ever seen you in the entire 4 years I've known you.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
She's like,
and everybody felt it too.
What a Richard. sorry. Sorry.
You
All
should
right.
probably send a group text.
But say what? Like I had a bad
Sorry,
day?
I was a pissy baby for 24 hours.
You gotta hit him with the Daniel Powder lyrics because I had a bad day.
Like just Liberty's a pissy baby? Okay. Wow.
I didn't say it. Don't look at me. I didn't say it.
Oh, you said much worse.
He's
All right.
laughing.
No.
He's laughing, so he agrees.
I wasn't there. I don't know what he was like. I wasn't there.
I was a joy.
He was definitely not a joy.
Listen, when I stepped on the bus, there's only 7 people on the bus. They all cheered.
No, we did not all cheer. One
Yes,
person
you
cheered.
did.
You
Well,
are dramatic.
This isn't gonna work. All right. Do we go back to Vegas? Do we start with the mat, or do we go to hoops? Let's
start with wrestling.
No, I want to go back to Vegas.
All
Okay,
right,
go ahead.
Go to Vegas.
We're on Vegas. Just go with Vegas.
All right, we'll go back to Vegas. So, like, at what point did you think we were in trouble?
I had a bad feeling even when it was tied and we had given up that second touchdown.
Off on the 3rd and 20?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it like just the vibe?
Yeah, I think, for the offense, they had a lot of confidence, but it was after that second touchdown, you could tell that the confidence was shook out of the defense. And it just, they were just, I didn't love kind of the vibes on the sideline. And even though it was still a ball game on the scoreboard, I just did not like the way that, they were coming off the sideline after giving up that score.
What is that like? Because we've seen that a couple times, right? Especially in the last few games where like the score is very much still competitive, but everybody sort of just gets this vibe, whether it's Utah in Vegas, whether it's Penn State, whether it's Iowa, where we've heard this kind of story from people that have been on the sideline over and over again, where it's like, yeah, I mean, the game was still 17-14 or it was 14-14 or whatever it was. And they're like, yeah, you could tell it was about to go. Is that like, do you remember thinking that in real time? And do you remember like why you think that is?
So I think they've got a lot of young guys that probably practice really well. And then when things go well or don't go as how they've practiced, and then, something busted coverage. And a lot of times it's one guy, not doing their job, which again is what's so spectacular about what the Nebraska men's basketball defense is doing, because they're all locked in as one. But a lot of times it might be one guy and you can see them, like they'll come over like my bad, but it's a huge play. And you could just see kind of the deflation of they're not responding in a way that, hey, when adversity hits, let's go punch them back, and I think that is where, I know that the term alpha has been thrown out a lot by, Damon Kyle's talked about it, Ben, and, we've had those conversations. And I think that's where the year before Ty Robinson would come over, and it was like, even if he was the one that made the mistake, he was going to go correct it. And I feel like sometimes it's, they talk about the next play and moving on. And that was something that you started to hear a lot, the coaching staff, like trying to, hey, next play, we got to move on. And I think just sometimes when somebody made a mistake, it lingered a little too long. And I think that speaks to maybe a little bit of the immaturity, especially on the front end of the defense.
When you're talking about kind of transitioning and what they felt like they had to do in the portal, the staff, the departments, we see Pat every day, Dr. Elza, kind of Coach Rule. The portal is always going to be the supplement for them. If it were you and you were kind of like the czar of the portaling world, how long would it be open and when would you have it?
Gosh, I don't know. It's such a mess. Like, what do you do? Anywhere you put it, people are going to complain. And even when without any guardrails, they're still going to go around it. I mean, had lots of conversations with people in the program, out of the program that are somewhat involved, that even though it wasn't officially open until January 2nd, you don't think those conversations were already being had, I mean, so it's not like the portal wasn't open, but it was open, and so
and you're right, it's bad. Like, I mean, Caleb was fine, but even after that game, like just the DMs to a guy that works with the university, like I was floored. I was like, I get it, the suggestive hinting. Hey, are you happy? Is this I'm like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell.
So
I'm not going to, but it was weird.
Yeah. So until like there's some kind of repercussions for this and some guardrails and some guidelines and some, I mean, until they fix some of that, I don't know when you put it, because I just don't think people are going to follow it, So
are you prepared? So I want to put it in May, but with the portal the way it is now, is it probably time to talk about doing with the Zach Bryan concert? Would we do a spring game on like May 2nd?
Well, and here's the thing too, is that everybody talks about how important spring is. So if you just do it in May, then you miss spring football.
Well, post maybe. You could do post like May 15th or May.
But if they're coming in May, then they're missing spring football.
Yeah, so I think that's over. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I think being there for spring, because coaches say they want their rosters intact, I think it's overblown.
But also, if a guy doesn't want to be at the place that he's at, how good is that for him to be involved in spring and all the things leading up to the January workouts, the spring practice?
Give him a chance to see where they're at.
Well, if he's already done and clocked out, what good does that do for anybody to go through?
If you have a good winter conditioning and you're like, hey, I'm gonna lay it on the line one good time in spring ball. Let me just see where I'm at with the numbers when it shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, I still think you're going to have guys that are going to be ready to bounce as soon as the season's over. I think that's kind of where guys are at right now, where if it's not exactly what they want after that season, then it's, hey, get me out of here. And let me get
measurable that whole semester.
Yeah.
You could just keep him away from the team though, couldn't you?
I do.
But what good does that do for the kid then? Like, then how's he training? How's he working out? How is he learning his new systems?
What if you just moved? Is it crazy just to say, hey, you get because how many, you get 15 spring practices? What if you just say, hey, you get those 15 spring practices in June instead now? Everybody's in summer school anyway. Who cares? Like, how hard would that be?
I mean, they kind of already are working out some in the summer now. Like, some of the restrictions have been lifted, but
like, what if you just move the spring to June? Like, if you just, hey, this is your 15 practices. They get all of July off from real practice, and then they hit it back on August 1st.
I don't know, because I mean, sometimes you go kind of hard, and then you're going to hit the ground running, and from, I guess you have July, but I don't know. I don't know what you do. I am not volunteering to be the commissioner. That's for sure.
All right, so I want to go to the women's basketball next. I'm going to save wrestling. Big Ten play started. Tape is out. Nebraska's got to make some adjustments, man. Teams are getting after Britt, getting the ball out of her hands. What do you think the next step is for Nebraska as they get ready to enter the thick of conference play?
Yeah, and I think, against Purdue, it was good to get back in the win column, but I think they had some players sick. It was just not, they had a bunch of turnovers that I think Logan Nisley was a little under the weather, but I mean, I think, and actually, Amy Williams is going to be on Sports Nightly tonight, and I asked her about that. What do you do when teams start trying to take Britt out of it? And, she had said that luckily, we haven't seen a whole lot of people trying to go all in on that. It's hard to do that against this team because they do have so many good shooters. I mean, look what they did from the 3-point line against Purdue, which ended up, basically helping them win the game essentially. So, that is the fortunate thing, is that, they do have good shooters. I just think that those other players are going to have to be confident. She had gone back to, there was a game in the tournament that they won. I think it was over the Thanksgiving holiday or the week before, that was it Georgia Tech, whoever was it, Virginia Tech that they played that totally changed up their defense in the fourth quarter. And Logan Nisley goes off for 11 in the fourth quarter. I think you have players that have that capability, and when teams do start to try to do things to take Britt Prince out of it, not allow her to touch the ball, whatever it is that they may do, those other players have to be confident in what they can do to punish teams for trying to do that, because they do have the pieces and the weapons to be able to prevent teams from throwing junk or whatever it might be at them, trying to take one player out of it and not, or doubling every time. I mean, and she's so good with the ball. My dad and I were talking about that during the game. It's like, even if she loses the handle or there's a loose ball, her hands are so strong. Like, very rarely does she completely lose it, And so it just is, I think you got to have other players ready and willing to step up and when those opportunities are given. And I think the big thing for this women's basketball team is they've got to be good on the glass. And they knew that was going to be an issue going into this year, losing Alexis Markowski. And it's been a huge emphasis. And they have little things that they do every game to make sure that they're, they compete to who's the rebounder of the game, type of thing. And I think that the last couple of games, Amy has alluded to that being an issue, and it's only going to get tougher against UCLA on Sunday. So you've got to be really, really good on the boards. And Indiana is a team that has given Nebraska fits, and that's who they play tomorrow. And they have only beaten Indiana one time since I've been here. As if my first year I was here, it was at home. And so and they're kind of getting their pieces back together. They're getting healthy, and they're a team that they also like to shoot a lot of threes. Jeff Grease was telling me we've got 5 players shooting over 38% from 3 in Big Ten play, and Indiana's got 4, so that shoots over 40. So it could very well be like a very high scoring 3-point barrage kind of game on Thursday, which is fun. I like to see that kind of game, but I think both teams are going to have the same kind of keys. So look, this is a tough 2-game stretch. They're going all in on Indiana. They got to win this one on Thursday before they even look to UCLA. But the Big Ten, I think the good thing about the women's basketball and the conference is they're talking about getting 14, 16 teams in. Yeah. And so it's not like if any given night you have a huge opportunity to continue to improve your resume, but it's not going to hurt you awfully if you lose to most of these teams in the league. So it's going to be a gauntlet, and you have no other choice but to take it one game at a time. I was also talking to Amy too. What's crazy about the women's Big Ten and the teams you play is they are so different from night to night. I mean, there are so many
stylistically.
So many different kinds of teams. I mean, you look from Iowa to Purdue, from Purdue to Indiana to UCLA. I mean, they are just so different, and you have to go. It's not like you can kind of prepare the same way for every team. So it's just a completely different scout every single night. And it's not just Nebraska that's having to deal with that. It's every team in the Big Ten, but it's a tough league, and they're really, really deep this year.
So I want to transition to basketball. You nailed Michigan State. I was a little skeptical. We talked about the split going on the road potentially. Best case scenario. Have you allowed yourself to think, all right, they go into Bloomington. I'm not going to go all Josiah Alec, which is his social media predicting wins and forecasting. And I'm like, wait, I've never seen a former player not take it one game at a time. But, I mean, that's where the momentum is. Like, these guys think they're pretty good. Is the fun part watching them try to stay in the moment, or you think it's, hey, it's okay, let's dream big here?
No, absolutely not. Like, this team is one game at a time. They are not that's what is so good about this team. And that's what makes me confident in them, is that they're not a team that looks ahead or doesn't move on, or they're mature. They've got great leadership. They know the task at hand. And I think the biggest challenge now is that they are one of the biggest storylines in college basketball. So they're going to start going into games and on the road, especially, and the crowd's going to be super. I would expect it. It wasn't very loud at Ohio State, but I would expect Indiana.
Weird place, isn't it?
Yeah, I would expect Indiana to be rocking, and so now they're going to start being probably getting teams' best efforts, and again, another conference that you go on the road, you start playing some of these teams, it's not an easy task. And so I'm not of the camp that, hey, they're going to go undefeated all the way. And I don't think that is always a good thing either. I think they can experience that. And this is a team that will learn. It's not like, oh my gosh, the season's over if they lose one game, that they just, I had Price Sanford on yesterday and had a long conversation with him. And they are, as much as the outside world, and it is a great story and we are all super excited about it. It's awesome. And not just within Nebraska and Nebraska fans, but college basketball world loves what Nebraska is doing this year. But they're not buying into any of that. And I think that speaks to the maturity, the intelligence, the closeness of this team, that they're keeping it within the locker room. And as much as everybody else wants to make it as big as it is, they've got bigger goals than just beating Michigan State and going undefeated and all that, they want to, and not just win a tournament game. They want to make a run in the NCAA tournament. So it's just like, as much as we're talking about some of these other things, that's not what's important to this group. And I think that's what has allowed for them to move on and even be in games when maybe they're not shooting it well or whatever, that they still are able to win some games that maybe on paper people don't think that they should.
I know you're a huge Braden Frager fan. I love Sanford, the confidence. Bear case coming along. You've talked to Sam. If you had to put your finger on kind of what it is about what makes them connected, what do you think it is?
Well, I think, again, they're older. It's an older group and they've played a lot of basketball, but Price told me yesterday it's probably the closest team that he's ever played for. My favorite part about this group, you can recognize very quickly how quickly they recognize who has the hot hand. And boy, they are doing everything they can to get them the ball. They don't care who is scoring. This is a team that is all in on winning. And it's so rare these days where guys are not worried about their own. And even like a guy like Rink Mast, who, he has to be good for this team to be good, but look how much he passes the ball and how unselfish he is, so I think it starts with him. And then I think you got just a lot of guys that they spend a lot of time together. I mean, this is a team that's very strategic about the things that they do in the off season to be able to build those bonds. I think you got a lot of guys that it means a lot to them. Sam Hoiberg he is more convicted than anybody, obviously for more reasons than one. His dad's a coach. This place means a lot to him. He's from here. He's a local kid, and then Braden Frager's the same way. It means a lot to him too. And then you got Rink, who's been a part of the program. And then I think when you set the tone like that, the guys that come in buy into that. And so I think they are just on a different kind of mission, and they're so unselfish, and it just sounds so cliche, but I think that's ultimately what it is. I think they realize too, and Coach Hoiberg told me this from the beginning, hey, we're not the most athletic group. So we've got to do things right on the defensive end. And so, I think with Nate Linzer's system, and that's what I asked Price. I was like, why is this defense so good? He's like, because we play as one. We're like one unit out there where we're all playing together. And I think, in the past, when guys were all on the same page and they were doing things right, that it was good. But when you have one player that's not doing their job, that's when you see the breakdowns. And I think you've got a lot of guys that understand that and recognize that and know that, hey, if we want to win some games that maybe technically we shouldn't, we've got to lock some teams down. And so I think that's been honed in on them from the beginning. And so they've bought into that. They continue to get better at it. They're also not satisfied. As soon as they win a big game, they're going back to the lab and, hey, these things we have to be better at. And they just, you could tell, and, even just having conversations with Sam Rice, who does their social media, going back to the summer.
Green eggs and ham. That's
yeah. You could tell that Coach Hoiberg knew he had something special, and it just was a matter of getting it all the pieces to fall together and the buy-in to happen, and he's got it. And so I think that's why you see them not satisfied, not getting too hyped up on certain things, certain achievements that they've done, and why they are, quick to go back, because I also have asked that question. How you guys are you celebrating anything that you're doing? And they do that one night, and then they go right back to it. It's right back to work. And so I think it's just, hopefully, again, it doesn't get any easier for them. It's going to be a gauntlet moving forward, but they have put themselves in such a great position. And if they continue on this track, certainly it's a team that can do special things beyond just winning one NCAA tournament game.
Let's move to wrestling real quick before we let you go here after the.
Maybe quick, maybe not. Depends on. Jess, how much time do you have?
I'm good.
Okay.
Coming off the loss against Oklahoma State, Nebraska had a little bit of a break, got back after it against Northern Iowa, had a nice win over a very quality Northern Iowa squad, and then they're in the thick of things now heading into January. How are you feeling coming off that Northern Iowa match?
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubts in Coach Manning and how he's going to get this team ready. I think they've got just, again, a lot of older veteran guys that they've been pretty conservative with, so that they can't, knowing the kind of Big Ten rigors that's ahead, and having both Penn State, Iowa, and again, you have to get these guys set up to where they have good seating going into the NCAA tournament, all that kind of stuff, and they want to compete for a Big Ten title too. But I think they've been pretty smart with and strategic with how they've the workload and the management with some of the older guys that are proven, that know what it takes. And so I think they're probably, most of them, feeling pretty fresh. I know you talked about AJ Ferrari at heavyweight maybe being ready to go on Friday. We'll see there. I still think maybe there's some questions at 125, but I think for the rest of them, it's more so, hey, okay, now you got to start putting some things together. And but yeah, again, don't take anybody lightly in the Big Ten. And I think the atmosphere, some of those wrestlers, boy, they, even if they're on the road, we have seen, I think, some of the opposing teams come into Devaney when it's rocking and like thrive on that. I think a lot of the Oklahoma State guys did, how loud it was. And so, and then taking kind of a lot of pride in trying to silence that crowd. And so I think again, with the support that they've had, and it should be a great atmosphere. It's a fun home schedule here in the Big Tens for Nebraska, but I feel good. I mean, obviously I never doubt Coach Manning. So it all starts on Friday. And I just think there's just a couple question marks on couple of the weight classes, but getting Lamer there back or into the lineup, coming off having to redshirt there or sit out that first semester, and Brock Hardy will bounce back. I said that against after he lost in Oklahoma State, he'll bounce back, he'll learn from it, he'll be better from it. Some of those guys you just don't really worry about. It's hard to go undefeated. That's what made Ridge Levitt what he did last year so spectacular, because that is dang near impossible to do to in this day and age. And when you wrestle guys so many times and they know you so well, it just is really, really hard to go through a season unbeaten. And so, I think that the key is when you do lose those, how do you respond? How do you learn from it? How do you get better from it? And I think that he's got a lot of guys in that room that approach it that way.
That's awesome. You got a chance to talk to Lamer, because
I didn't. I haven't talked to him. I'm talking to Van D today at 11.
So I was too late on my recommendations. You did. That's on me. I dragged.
But I asked. I was going to talk to Lamer, and then it didn't work out scheduling wise. So it's Van D, which Coach Manning was pretty adamant that I had Van D on. Apparently, he's like a huge hunter, and he goes catfishing. And
well, you remember
what is it called? I should know this. It's huge in Oklahoma, where you pull them out of the dirt, the catfish in the mud.
Oh, I have no idea. I know what you're talking about,
you
but
just
I don't.
Use your hand, you mean?
But there's like a specific word for it.
And they bite you, and then you pull them out.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
What if somebody in the chat knows it? I guarantee you.
All right, so I want to talk about noodling.
Noodling.
Yeah. The chat was on it.
Yeah.
I mean, gee, she asked and they shall receive. So I told you I was interested in this. Was in the off. Nebraska hadn't started yet, and I'm kind of curious about Lamer, just because he's coming off. He's 9-1 now. This team is number 3 in duels, I think, and I don't want to blow it. They're number 3 in duels. They're number 6 in tournament rank. You referenced something. They just get guys like Lamer back. Hardy's probably trajectory. They've kind of piecemealed this thing along. Does it seem like a team that's top 6 in both duels and tournaments, considering they have tried to manage the schedule, knowing they're going to get ready to ramp it up? It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and I think just again knowing that they have not been healthy and that they've still been able to like call on some guys to step into some
My man Ziola.
Yeah, I mean some weight classes that maybe you didn't fully expect to have to call on but yeah, I mean and Coach Manning, you'll see him, like I saw him after what was it, the NCAA, the national duels or whatever, and you could tell he was like, oh, we're just not healthy, and you could tell he was disappointed. Like you would talk about, we've joked about Fred and Amy and how nice they are, and then how competitive they are, and you probably won't find two bigger competitors. Mark Manning's in that list too. I mean, so nice and kind, but you could tell he hates to lose, but he also understands the process, especially in wrestling. And I mean, I know he's talked a lot about it in his availability, just about, look, you have to kind of understand that sometimes it might not be your night, but how do we find a way for the team to win? And I think that's where they've done it. Is we might be we're shocked that Brock Hardy loses, but hey, the team does well, or sometimes in those kinds of individuals that we have these high expectations for, we get so keyed in on, oh my gosh, he lost, but wait, the team did well, So I think that's where, and that's the mindset of that room and what the culture that Coach Manning has established is that it is more important about the team, even though it is an individual sport, and it can be so individual, that it is about the overall score and the team score, and how can we, add to that in any way possible or prevent those bonus points. If it's a matchup that, hey, we're just overmatched here, what can we do to prevent them from racking up the extra points? And so I think that's where that mindset is. And so even though we might key in on certain storylines, and you look at the overall picture and just what he's been able to build, no, it's not shocking that they are where they are, despite having some adversity here early in the season.
Those high rankings, considering how they've been patient with the season, I'm like, oh shoot, these guys got a chance to be.
I think that speaks to what the overall wrestling world knows is capable, and what Mark Manning and the reputation that he has, and there are some sports and some teams that get the benefit of the doubt, and I think Mark Manning has done enough and a lot of those guys that are in his lineup have done enough to get the benefit of the doubt, despite maybe not having a blemish-free record, I guess.
And you know what's funny? Not like hee ha ha, but he does his best. They do their best wrestling in the last third of the season,
which is what you want.
They always.
I mean that's
no
that's
bleep.
what you gotta do.
I'm just saying, like they always ramp it up.
Yeah, I mean that's what they do. They find a way to, like, you don't want to be undefeated in November and then go lay an egg in March. I mean, it's just. That's what it is. And he's done a really good job of being able to get guys to perform at their best and their highest when it really starts to matter, and starting now and kind of building that momentum going into March.
All right. What's next on your schedule?
What do you mean? Like today?
Like work, like what's the next thing? Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Okay. So I got
Van
D.
Get along so well.
Well, I'm like, Van D at 11. Yeah. Then I've got, I'm actually talking some women's gymnastics tomorrow. Brandon Meyer had me go out to men's and women's tennis. So I've got tennis. I've got tennis.
I love him.
I've got men's basketball. I've got women's basketball. I've got gymnastics. I've got wrestling. I think that's it for this week.
Oh,
well, football too, but I mean, no, in terms of interviews, I've got 5 sports.
If you need some help on tennis, just let me know, okay?
Okay. Are you becoming quite the expert?
I'm a big tennis fan. I'm a big tennis fan.
Loves the sport.
Why tennis and not pickleball?
Tennis is more fun, I think.
Okay.
I've played pickleball. I don't dislike pickleball. I'm not like a hater. It's just I find tennis more challenging, and so it's more satisfying when you do well.
So I asked Peter Cobell, the head coach for men's tennis, about it. And it's like tennis enthusiasts are not as high on pickleball because it's boring. It's not as fast, right?
I think there is tennis is a lot more challenging. Like it's a lot harder to get functional at, and so I think it's a lot more satisfying when you do well. Whereas like most people can get functional at pickleball in a reasonable amount of time.
Well, see, and that's where I've never played tennis once in my life. And I've been thinking about maybe picking up pickleball. And
you'd be able to get pickleball down. Pickleball's not bad. Listen, I like playing.
You can make jump shots. Are you athletic?
DB, I actually am athletic.
Do we need to do the trend for you? Jess, do you ever wish you were athletic?
I told you about her walk-off when she made the basketball shot.
Yeah.
Told you.
You would like pickleball. Pickleball's fun. I don't have anything against pickleball. I dramatically prefer tennis.
Yeah. Well,
I like to watch it though too. Like it's not just playing. Like I love watching tennis too.
I needed to get to January before I could pick up a hobby, you know.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Basically July through December, I have no life. So
yeah. Vegas wore me out. I'm glad I made it to day 4 before I melted down.
Yeah, I think this is the last 2 days I've just now felt like, because it took me because we were there for almost a week. And it took me till the last 2 days to feel like I was on Vegas time. And now it's taking me a week to get back on Nebraska time.
Yeah. Did your dog miss you?
Yeah, she did. She's
I say, where's Sunny at?
She's napping right there that's our perch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God.
Jake's look out the window.
All right, Jess. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Shane.
All right, thanks.
That is Jessica Coody from the Husker Radio Network.
Pissy baby.
Shane's favorite guest, I think, by far.
Do I strike you as a pissy baby?
No. I understand
I bet I didn't say.
I understand sometimes you're not having a great day.
Ooh, I don't even know what it. I do know. I kind of know, but I bet over under on words said that day, which would be what day was the game played?
The 31st was Thursday.
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Over under on words said Monday. Tuesday was probably like 22.
Both days combined?
Take the under.
Oof, that's rough. That's rough out here for your boy.
Yeah.
You had to save them all up for the broadcast, right?
Man, I was over it.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I mean, the city's just okay. And we were there to like the first 3 days. Like we had to work our ass off.
Yeah.
I was just tired of talking.
You're like, I'm done.
Sunday when I got back from practice and everybody went because the Giants game was 2:05 our time or 1:05, and so when I got back, I didn't leave the hotel again. So I walked back because of course I got dropped off at Allegiant.
Sure, why not?
Walked over the viaduct and leave the hotel, not my room.
For how long didn't you leave?
Until the next day.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's over it.
Too many people?
It's over it.
Juan says he wants to see you versus me in tennis.
Oh, I would piss pound you.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
I would say tennis is one of those things that like just being more athletic than me.
Although I do think like if you watched me because I liked it and I used to play it a fair amount, I would look a lot better than you think. No, but you watch me play badminton, right? So
I buy that you're functional at the very least.
Yeah. So you know where I would struggle?
Where's that?
I don't think I could return serves.
I would say I play a lot. Yeah. So
I don't.
And that is if you have any type of good serve, like it's hard to get timing down on it.
It's Louisiana about you.
That's probably if I had to pick one sport that I could actually beat you in, it's probably tennis.
It'd be embarrassing.
Yeah. You'd probably beat me in pickleball because athleticism would take over in pickleball.
And I like ping
you like
pong
racket
too.
sports, yeah.
Yeah. I love ping pong. I like tennis.
Yeah. I think tennis is about the only one I could get you.
Well, I've been humbled in ping pong.
Dude, some people that are good at ping pong are like crazy
Tommy
good
Thompson.
at ping pong.
Tom Thompson.
Unbelievable.
The two best ping pong players I know are former UNO hooper.
I'll say that's
6'7" Tom Thompson.
Is that Dean's brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow, he's gonna love that. I said Dean's.
I don't know Tommy. I knew Dean a
Dean
little bit.
got buckets.
Yeah.
And Terrence Crawford, two best ping pong players.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just assume Bud's good at everything he does.
He has one in the gym.
Well, he's got the crazy hand speed too. That's
unbelievable.
Like his hand-eye coordination and his hand speed are unreal. I would never want to play him in
all
ping pong.
those games like darts, ping pong, pool.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
He's literally good at everything I've ever seen him do.
I'm telling you though, I'm like, and Tommy's long, like he's 6'7".
Yeah. Well, so you can get to everything.
And he's 9-10 feet off the table.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So the angles are awful for you.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I do like those sports.
I think tennis is probably, like, if you said every sport in the world, tennis is probably the only one I think I could get you in.
I can't return.
It's just the one where if you don't play it enough, the pure athleticism doesn't matter nearly as much as it does in almost every other sport.
That's my man TFO.
He's a good athlete. He's a good tennis player. He's top 20 in the world, top 30 in the world. He's a good player.
So dark complexion. Of course he's a good athlete.
I didn't say it. You said it. Really more of a Gael Monfils guy myself.
Monfils.
Monfils is one of the best
Sans
athletes.
the headband. Can we do something about that?
He is one of the best athletes.
I like
ever played
Monfils.
tennis, though. Yeah, he's retired now.
God, we really? I told you.
What?
You're like, man, there's just something about there's more than a tank. And I was like, his stamina seems like it sucks.
Yeah, so here's the problem is
he's retiring.
I think this is last year, yeah. I think he's hanging it up after this year.
Huh.
He's been playing for a long time.
Dude, we text entirely too much. We're talking deep cuts in tennis.
Don't get me on Stan Wawrinka's goodbye tour.
Talk about came and went.
So you know what's funny?
Underachiever.
You think so?
Yes. He's talented.
He is talented.
He's talented.
But to get
Wawrinka, he should have won more.
To get 3 majors during the big 3, like that's
okay.
Fair. Like that's
fair.
Like him and Andy Murray, I give all the credit in the world to get anything off of those guys.
Yeah, that's so. Should I, along those lines, should I be giving Lamar Jackson a pass
for the Mahomes era?
Yeah,
maybe.
Or Josh Allen.
It's certainly worth a discussion
because everybody, like, I couldn't believe all these coaches that were running to Harbaugh's defense.
Oh, I think it's. I mean,
I'm so caught up in what just happened.
I am curious.
Do you like that transition? What a weird transition.
What? No, it's a great transition.
Yeah.
It's about giving guys a pass in eras where things are out of their control.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think people give Manning a pass for the Brady thing. Don't you? Or no?
This is a total hot take.
You think Manning's overrated?
Yep.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
But I think
I
think whatever you think of Manning, historically, I think he gets a bit of a pass because he overlapped with Brady. And they're like,
Hot take.
Hey,
hot take.
It's sort of like the NBA does this. Anybody that played during the 90s is like, you're okay. It's like, you're okay. Don't worry about it.
Because of Jordan.
Yeah, because of Jordan. It's like,
yeah. I don't know. I told you, I hated the whole leaking of, Lamar doesn't do this and doesn't take care. And I was like, the dude was 41-4 last year, touchdowns, INT. He had the same bad habits. So
allegedly, whatever those are.
Whatever they are.
Yeah,
right?
whatever they are. He was the same guy. So
I mean, it's just
maybe he's been hurt all year, which has literally been hurt all year.
Yeah, I just don't know how you have a true generational talent at quarterback, a multi-year MVP, and you had to play Allen and Mahomes.
Yeah, every year.
And I mean, if Mark Andrews catches a ball, like, do we look at it differently?
We're having a whole different conversation.
And I use, not to bang on Andrews, I'm just saying,
diabetic king.
A lot of things aren't Coach Harbaugh's fault.
100%. Yeah, I think
I didn't like you knew what was coming when that stuff started leaking. That's why, and I typically let that pass because I don't care about the Ravens. I'm like, just stop saying things about players because you feel like something's coming and you're trying to build a case.
Trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm the Ravens, I don't understand why they fired John Harbaugh.
Really?
Not really. Like, where would you have put him before the season? Where would you have put him in terms of top X number of coaches in the league?
I asked you if he was on the hot seat, though. So go all the way back to
I know
that question. And you got people laughed. They laughed. I was like, could John Harbaugh be on the hot seat?
I laughed more of like, not that I thought you were crazy, but that I thought the Ravens would have to be crazy to fire him.
Oh.
Like, I understand they underachieved this year. I also understand Lamar.
This was before the season.
No, I know. But I understand, like, they underachieved and that they had expectations. But, like, going into the year, just you personally, not what other people thought of him, you would have put him in the top how many coaches in the league?
6.
So that's pretty good.
5.
Are you hiring someone better than that?
Apparently. How many openings are there? 7?
I think so.
Yeah, he had six people inquire.
Immediately. You know, the only one that didn't inquire, the guy that just fired him.
How about that?
That's a bad sign if you're the Ravens.
7 openings. One of them's your own. And
everybody else
called
wants
you.
the guy you just fired.
Yep.
Everybody else.
Yep.
That's the biggest argument against me and
against
me and Stefanski is
Harbaugh,
everybody wanted him.
Harbaugh, Jason Garrett. Knock it off.
What, are you asking who I want?
Harbaugh's getting Garrett's getting an interview.
Oh God, I would never know.
Like,
I didn't even know you were asking me a real question. That's a terrible. Like,
he's
no.
interviewing in Tennessee.
Yeah, you don't want that trade. What are we talking about?
My point is,
how many teams would fire their
does that
sitting
value or devalue the fact that 6 out of the 7 open? I'm just going to say 6 out of 6 because one of them's the Ravens.
Yeah, you can't. That doesn't count.
Asked about a guy you just let go. But Garrett's getting an interview.
I think a lot of people get interviews that shouldn't. If I'm being honest, I would be stunned if Jason Garrett got a job. There's a lot of guys that you look at and you're like,
we are talking about a franchise that got rid of Vrabel.
Also, yeah, so that's fair. Yeah. If he gets a job, it's only going to be that trash franchise. But
is it more to do with that if you think that Baltimore made the kick, he would still have a job? Or do you think this was coming? My guy in Baltimore said that he's not sure. And I asked him, I said, are the Ravens? I shouldn't even say this because people aren't mature enough to handle it. But, you know, that Biscotti was like, hey, if you're going to do what you did with the whole White House thing, you better win. Because it was divisive. Then I go, does Baltimore play the political game?
Maybe. I don't know. If that's part of it, though, that's even dumber.
Yeah, I don't. It's just that's why I'm saying.
No, if that's the reason it happened,
he was story. I mean, he's been there.
Yeah.
For 30 years.
So he'd have a better idea than we do.
Yeah.
But if that's part of it, that's even dumber. Because there's teams that would fire their sitting head coaches to hire John Harbaugh.
1,000%.
A lot of teams.
Yeah. There's one in Tampa.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one I think would be a great fit.
Oh, to have Harbaugh go down to Tampa?
Yeah.
With Faker and that would be scary.
Atlanta?
Actually. So did the Ravens stay in-house with like Minter?
I don't know, man.
That's a hard job.
The Ravens job?
Yeah. You have 18 years of excellence, darn near. You have a really good quarterback. He's a generational talent quarterback.
Absolutely. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league and has been for a while.
I mean, I hope that Harbaugh gets out of the AFC. Like,
so you don't have to deal with him.
Yeah, go to New York or someplace go to Atlanta.
He'd be a good hire in Atlanta.
Oh, he'd be a good hire anyway.
Yes, yes.
And can you imagine Harbaugh and Arthur Blank?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fudge.
Good luck the rest of the NFC South. You might actually have to deal with somebody.
I mean,
the NFC South has been recently been like kind of the, hey, you can get by with being mediocre and make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it's been. If you get John Harbaugh in that division, good luck.
Ooh.
I can't believe they fired him. I really can't. I didn't think there was any way. He's been there for 18. Like, he's easily one of the top 5 coaches in the league.
You think Miami's job just got a little
hotter?
Yeah.
A little hotter?
Wait, who's available?
Yeah, I'm saying, what?
Hey, I know we told you before Christmas, hey, get ready for the offseason. Let's maybe work on a deal to move to he said it would. What's the word he used?
Be dope.
Be dope. to get a new start. Hey, well, let's reconsider.
The situation has changed, sir.
You imagine in front of, we gotta get this guy out of here.
There's
probably 10 coaches at their front office is feeling like that.
On 100%.
Yeah.
If I'm anyone outside of, let's go through the list real quick of people that I would not.
How about Harbaugh taking Roman and going to Philly? Think they'd move on from Sirianni?
Yes, immediately.
That's how they play.
If Philadelphia loses week to the 49ers, 100% that's in play.
Oh, that would be funny.
That would absolutely be in play. You fire Sirianni, and hire John Harbaugh, and no one.
Again, another great front office.
Great front office, incredible at drafting.
Right now, he's probably like, hey, John, I'm just telling you.
Just hold on for me.
I'm not trying to lose. This isn't.
But if we don't win the Super Bowl.
But if we lose in the first round, don't take another job. I'll hire you tomorrow.
Yeah, just be like.
And John will be like, okay, Howie, I'm in. No, I can see him doing that.
Absolutely. At least to his agent. Like, that would be a phenomenal job, and I would be terrified.
Yeah. Well,
if I'm the rest of the NFC,
I'd be tickled.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Get out of the AFC.
Good for you.
That means we have whomever, Zach Taylor, and whatever's going to happen in Cleveland.
Yeah, you got 2 first-year head coaches and Zach Taylor, who almost lost a job this year. Yeah, you'll take your chances with that.
Sounds good to me.
If you're anybody but McVay, Shanahan, the other Harbaugh, probably Campbell. You think Campbell doesn't?
So I talked to 2 people in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That cover the league. That thinks it would be justifiable for Campbell to have lost his job
for this year,
just because of what they've had, and they understood the injuries last year, but
that's a good roster. That's a really, really good roster. Okay, so I'm at 3 guys: McVay, Shanahan, and his brother Tomlin. Who else is not looking over their shoulder right now? I want the complete list of guys that are not worried that if they lose this weekend.
Sean Payton.
Okay.
I still think Cohen's good. Cohen has been spectacular.
Cohen's been spectacular. What about D'Amico Ryans?
So I think the verdict's still out. I think D'Amico needed this season.
100% he did. Yeah, I agree.
And I think we saw a stat, right, where who told me this? We just talked about this. This is the first year, DeMarinis would know, that the Texans have been in the playoffs as a wild card since they've been in the playoffs, which makes sense on the surface because 2 teams from the South getting into the playoffs would never happen.
Yeah, because that division sucks most of the time.
Right? So they're not doing the early Saturday game like we always used to watch in the Texans.
I mean, at this point, the Bears aren't getting rid of Ben Johnson. They feel great there.
Johnny Morton getting fired.
What about LaFleur? He probably doesn't feel safe as a kitten, huh?
I love LaFleur. People hate. I don't know why you would be down. I don't know.
I'm not saying I'm down on him. I'm saying
he gets a lot of criticism for a guy that wins a lot.
If they lose week 1, is he worried that they want John Harbaugh?
I don't know. I think Vrabel's safe.
Vrabel's definitely safe. What about Seahawks, McDaniel?
Safe.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
So most of the teams in the playoffs.
I like that.
Most of the teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You feel okay about. But
except for Sirianni.
And I do think LaFleur.
Can you imagine being backdoor? And it's the league. I guaranteed you it's
What about McDermott?
Oh, for sure. Oh, he's like, his bunda is itchy. Oh, yeah, he's definitely butt scratching.
Like, if they lose to the Jags.
Yeah, believe me. The Bills have to do.
That's the exact same situation as Philly.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
If they lose round 1, they're like, hey, John, hold on for me.
Team itchy bunda.
Just hold on for me, buddy.
He's like, hey, man.
It's hot, man.
Leave the warmer on.
Turn that thing off.
You know how it is. You get the little itchy scratchy.
I thought that was sand in your crawl.
Not in your crawl.
Dude's just been laying in the cut to be dumb.
Not in your crawl.
Are you feeling better, buddy?
No. And what was the other saying? Sand in your crawl and
craw.
Stop saying
craw. No L. Craw.
I thought I saw L's in the
the Raiders loss column? Yeah, you saw a lot.
I did see. No, just in the chat.
High five.
Craw.
Oh, crawl. Gotcha.
What's wrong with you?
He woke up.
He remembered we were still doing a show.
That's what's wrong with him.
He's like, oh, you guys still going?
Hey, that's a secret. That's okay. That's okay, Shane. I'm just being a pissy baby.
No. Would never.
Who said? I never even heard of that term.
crawl? It's just like, when you're crawling.
Yeah.
Like babies do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Right.
Shane, what are we doing?
He has no idea.
What are we doing, my guy?
He has no idea.
Oh, my goodness.
nuts.
We do have a special guest for you tomorrow. We will
I
have
can't wait.
the legendary. I knew I didn't even have to run this one by you because you love this guy.
Yep.
The legendary, the one and only John Cook will be with us here in studio at 9:00. So make sure you tune in for the whole show. But the Cowboy himself will be here at 9:00. We'll talk to.
Get him to bring that little mechanical deal.
What mechanical deal?
Do you remember the little gimmick stunt that we did during the spring extravaganza?
Oh, yeah.
We roped.
Yeah.
Well, not we, him.
Him and was it Judy that did it?
Yes.
What was that for?
I don't know. I gotta stop.
We could clear the space out here. We got some room at the bar, and we'll get a little roping competition going.
Yeah, and he has those tan leather gloves.
Oh yeah.
He's got the whole.
He's got the cowboy gloves. He's ready to go.
I'm asking him about. Did he think he saw a UFO?
Oh, on his Twitter. You should open with that.
Oh, we're going to talk about it.
Well, he works for the Supernovas now, so he's interested in space.
Yeah, I'm not scared of him anymore like I was 10 years ago. Like, we talk about good stuff. Like, what were you doing on social media, Coach? I think he's like, oh, hey, here's another view. The lights, they just disappeared. And I was like, is he messing with me? He knows I'm crazy.
So we will talk to our guy, John Cook, tomorrow. I can't say our guy. I've never actually met him before, but hopefully he becomes our guy. He's your guy.
Yeah, he's sensational.
Hopefully he becomes our guy after this, and he's working with the Omaha Supernovas. They tip their season. I don't know how to say it for volleyball. They serve their season off tomorrow as well.
And come in here and grab some merch too. You'll see. I'm gonna rock the blue hoodie.
Yeah, I've got one of the hats, one of the Omaha Supernovas hats.
Yeah,
those are sick.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll grab one, put it in front of the camera tomorrow.
I'd like to. If I'm a Supernova, can I get some champagne?
Big Oasis guy, huh?
I like champagne.
I'm surprised that you like champagne.
With a splash of cranberry juice and about half vodka. That's my version of a mimosa. I don't know what you people are doing with just champagne.
Yeah, actually, you're diluting the vodka, right?
Yes. Yes. So when I have 17 flights, I feel justified.
Like, no, I watered it down.
Yep.
With champagne.
No, vodka. It comes with the cranberry and champagne.
So basically,
or whatever juice you like.
Basically, you're having a vodka cranberry with a splash of champagne.
Exactly.
Okay.
I need the bubbles. You know I'm team bubbles.
I do. I like bubbles. We're big bubbles guys. Yeah. We're also big NextGen male medical clinic guys. Make sure you go check them out. 402-614-9700. I was talking to Jess about playing tennis all the time. Part of the reason I'm able to do that 3-4 times a week is they got me on that Sir Moreland, man. I'm feeling good.
Are you on the 157?
No, I'm on the TB 500.
So what's the difference?
So BP 157 is more like acute injury healing. TB 500 is more like body.
So that's why my
protection.
back feels better.
Yeah. So TB 500 is more just like overall connective tissue strengthening.
Why? What?
Tell
157 is smaller than 500. I want to be 500.
They're different things, though. Part of the reason I don't need the 157 is because the TB 500 has been taking good care of me.
I'm team guinea pig. You take the 500.
Make sure you give them a call, 402-614-9700. If you're not feeling your best, they can get you there. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lula. We'll be back with more Hurrdat Sports Live tomorrow.
Ravi. See you. Have a good day. Love you.